My skin is black. My body is burned. I survived Babylon. I am a daughter of Zion. Daughters of Zion, like diamonds and pearls, far above rubies and precious jewels. Crown on my head, 'cause we're brought with a price. We are the daughters of Zion. Don't you know I'm brought with the price? 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 You can stop calling me princess, not because I'm wearing a crown, not because of what you see. It's the royalty in me. He's running through my blood. He's running through my blood. 'Cause he is the king of us all. Daughters of Zion, like diamonds and pearls, far above rubies and precious jewels. Crown on my head, 'cause we're brought with a price. We are the daughters of Zion. Don't you know I'm brought with the price? Thorns on his head. Don't you know I'm brought with the price? The royal blood that he shed. Don't you know I'm brought with the price? Ultimate sacrifice. Don't you know I'm brought with the price? Ooh, gave his life. Took away all my judgments, cast away my enemies, set the path before me. There'll be no sin in these. The curses of Babylon's gone. My eyes are set upon Zion. Daughters of Zion, like diamonds and pearls, far above rubies and precious jewels. Crown on my head, 'cause we're brought with a price. We are the daughters of Zion. Don't you know I'm brought with the price? Don't you know I'm brought with the price? Royal blood that he shed. Don't you know I'm brought with the price? Ultimate sacrifice. Don't you know I'm brought with the price? Gave life, yeah. Now that I changed, what you gonna say? You can't accuse me the same way, huh? It's the difference of night and day. I'ma stand with the righteous and we gonna pray. 144, one kick in the door done. Who will endure to the end? You're the real one. This is for real, son. No mass appeal, hun. Yashaya coming for the kingdom, yes, the war is won. So examine me, AHAYAH, and reprove me. Try my reins in my heart and you will see. Will your love and your kindness over me? I don't sit with evildoers, or will I be? But I will walk in your laws and integrity, and rebuke any sin that you front of me. Why don't you try me, prove me, find me worthy of the kingdom? Buy me, favorite highly, circumcise me. If you chastise me, rebuke me kindly. Daughters of Zion, trying sin so big that she backsliding, trying to hide it, started backsliding. Get yourself together, 'cause I'm trying to deny it. You can repent too, that's what you gotta do. Even the apple, but you put the past behind you. Even the apple, but you put the past behind you. But you put the past behind you. Daughters of Zion, like diamonds and pearls, far above rubies and precious jewels. Crown on my head, 'cause we're brought with a price. We are the daughters of Zion. Don't you know I'm brought with the price? 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 AHAYAH bring the fire. Hear me now. Let's go, Yashaya.
Let the Holy Spirit lead.
That's right. Kwadash will rock now.
Come out of Babylon.
AHAYAH bring the fire, yo, we'll drop the beat, yo.
Holy, Kodash, how you want you holy. Kodash, Roba. Kodash, 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 Kodash. It's a holy place. That's Kodash, Kodash. Just like in the word it says, we are the holy ones. Don't cry, pick up your head. He sent his holy son, Yashaya led by example. He crushed all of the test, told you cannot be cancelled. Israel, you're holy in the land.
Yeah, that's right. Listen now.
AHAYAH want you holy.
Shawam, Saka, Hashabaf, Lakadash, Kabad, Abaka, Wakamaka, Shashava, Tazak, La'a, Na'a, La'a, Gana, Yashaya, Aina, Shakwa, Sharamaka, Shavalava, Aita.
Praise AHAYAH. Bahashim Yashaya. Rahawat. Lost are saved, find their way at the sound of your great name. All can dance, feel no shame at the sound of your great name. Every fear has no place at the sound of your great name. Enemy, he has to leave at the sound of your great name. Oh, Yashaya. Worthy is the Lamb that was slain for us. Son of a higher man, you are high and lifted up, and all the world will praise your great name. Hey, hey, your great name. All the weak find their strength at the sound of your great name. Hungry souls receive grace at the sound of your great name. The fatherless, they find rest at the sound of your great name. And the sick and dead are raised at the sound of your great name. Oh, Yashaya, worthy is the Lamb that was slain for us. Son of a higher man, you are high and lifted up, and all the world will praise your great name. Yeah, your great name. Redeemer, my healer, Lord Almighty, my Savior, defender, you are my King. Redeemer, my healer, Lord Almighty, my Savior, defender, you are my King. Yashaya, worthy is the Lamb that was slain for us. The Son of a higher man, you are high and lifted up, and all the world will praise your great name. Hey, your great name. Hey, your great name, your great name. Praise you, high. Praise you, high.
Sometimes I feel like I did bad. Sometimes I feel like holding back. Sometimes I feel like I can't wait to be alone. And then I think about His grace, His love be flowing from the throne. Can't get enough, and when I'm hurting, I'm bleeding. My spirit calling is pleading. For you, I need you to lead. For you, I get on my knees. This sin is like a disease. When I was way down, you picked me right up. The devil came round. He know it's time up. 24 elders bow down with their crown at your feet. Said you are worthy of all praise, and now this battle you defeat. Father, you're worthy of your name. Most High, the Most High, Most High, Most High, Most High, the Most High. Father, you're worthy of your name. Sometimes I feel like I did bad. Sometimes I feel like holding back. Sometimes I feel like I can't wait to be alone. And then I think about His grace, His love be flowing from the throne. Can't get enough, and when I'm hurting, I'm bleeding. My spirit calling is pleading. For you, I need you to lead. For you, I get on my knees. This sin is like a disease. When I was way down, you picked me right up. The devil came round. He know it's time up. 24 elders bow down with their crown at your feet. Said you are worthy of all praise, and now this battle you defeat. Father, you're worthy of your name. Most High, the Most High, Most High, Most High, Most High, the Most High. Father, you're worthy of your name.
That's where it all started, yeah. First commandment, love AHAYAH with all your heart. Second commandment, love your brother, love your sister. First commandment, love AHAYAH with all your heart. Second commandment, love your brother, love your sister. Love each other. Love each other. Love each other. Love each other. First commandment, love AHAYAH with all your heart. Second commandment, love your brother, love your sister. First commandment, love AHAYAH with all your heart. Second commandment, love a brother, love your love. 'Cause a multitude of sins, all you have to do is find it. Oh, love cures everything and anything. All you have to do is apply it. 'Cause hurt people will hurt people, but love will cure the brokenhearted. And loving people, laying love on people, bring it back to love. That's where it all started, yeah. First commandment, love AHAYAH with all your heart. Second commandment, love a brother, love your sister. First commandment, love AHAYAH with all your heart. Second commandment, love your brother, love your sister. Love each other. Love each other. Love each other. Love each other.
Shalom, Israel. Praise AHAYAH, Yashaya. And first and foremost, I have to give all praise and glory and honor to AHAYAH, AHAYAH, Yashaya. I'm so happy to be here. Praise AHAYAH, guys. I hope you all are doing well. Shabbat Shalom. As I'm going into the Sabbath, I'm in the Sabbath, and I pray you have a wonderful and blessed Sabbath as well. How are you guys doing? I don't see too many people. I got a lot of things up here now. But I just want to just say, there is so much going on, brothers and sisters. So much. And there's a lot of information. And there was a few things that I wanted to talk about. So, you see the title of this this podcast, and it's called the Triflin Negro, and learn not the way of the heathen. And the reason why I chose this topic is because, guys, it's so much going on, and everything is geared and centered around our people. And I just have to say first, welcome to the Nappy Hair Chronicles. But I don't have my nappy hair out today. Sorry, guys, because I was rushing and trying to, get together. And I'm sorry that I'm late. I have to apologize. And I thank you guys so much for joining me, coming in and supporting me. I appreciate it. Praise AHAYAH. As I pray that you guys are making your way out of Babylon and just want to tune in and see what's going on here in Jordan. But and I have a lot of, new things I'm, going to start doing, and I want you guys to stay tuned for. One is definitely I'm starting to prepare for the my homesteading. Finally, I've been talking about that since last year, but because I came back into the city I'm on, I hadn't been able to do the homesteading, but I figured out a way how I'm going to do it up here until because preparation is a must. I must not stop or let this hinder me in the preparation. So that's what I'm gonna, that's what I'm doing. So stay tuned for that, and we're gonna do a lot of interesting stuff. But back to what I was saying about the title of this the Triflin Negro. I really want to talk about this. I have a lot of information. I have a couple of videos that I want to share with you, a lot of videos so that, you can kind of get the gist of what I'm talking about. Now, a lot of people, I'm sure that they will probably be offended. Christ said in Matthew 24 that many shall be offended. So it wouldn't surprise me that, people would see this type of title and they would probably be like, a little turned off because our people, we don't want to hear, nobody really wants to hear anything, that's not appealing, to the ear, or smooth sentences that make you feel really good and, things like that. So I figured that this topic would be a little, bit, but I think it's something that y'all will appreciate once you understand, kind of where I'm going with it. There's a lot going on, as you saw. Now, this week, besides the Kanye West information, which is still like big and, still causing a ruckus because they are really trying to take this brother down because he let the cat out the bag. Then there's, a lot of these celebrities are going through a lot of stuff. And, I don't know how many of you are affiliated with rap music, but, I love rap music. I also always felt that rap was like our way to be able to cry out. It was our voice coming out of the hood, and now it became so wicked now, so I understand people really not feeling it or feel that it's, because it is very wicked at this point. But they're actually using our voices against us now, and that's what this is all about. But there was a rapper that got killed. He got killed the other day, and his name was Takeoff from the group, a platinum selling group, Migos, Migos, young guys, in their early mid-20s or whatever, late 20s. So one of them got killed. I mean, they're like the top group out now, coming out of America. This is one of the top hip hop groups. So, this whole thing of black men killing each other is just going to a whole new level. I mean, all these rappers are being killed, and a lot of them like to blame like these record labels, which maybe are setting them up, or all kind of little conspiracy situations have come out of this. But guys, the point is that the black men are being killed, and another point is that they're being killed by each other. And this is something that I really wanted to bring out and, like kind of talk about because, I've been, stating these kind of things on my channel, like with the black women being killed all throughout America by their husbands, boyfriends, cousins, and, male figures that we are supposed to be looking up to and look for protection. All across throughout America, black women are being slain each and every day by black men. But that's also to say black men are being slain each and every day by black men. So it's just a killing spree, onslaught with the men, the kings of the earth. They're just out of control with this whole, no respect for life, not trying to come back to the Most High. And I want to show you guys a video, and this is going to start things off. And I pray we can have a dialogue about this, because I think this should be an ongoing series, actually. And maybe every so often I'll just bring it up, inside other topics or whatever. But I think it needs to be addressed, and nobody is going to say anything if it doesn't come from, say, a woman, because we know that our brothers, black men, will not speak up or speak against other black men, because for one, if they do, it's going to be a fight. So most brothers, most black men try to avoid speaking up or any confrontation with other men, because they're going to have to fight. And this is why this is why these things are happening. People are getting killed. Black men are getting killed because you can't say nothing to them. You can't say nothing to them. If you say anything, it's a problem. If it's an altercation. And if it's another man, they will, it will go to blows, and somebody's going to probably lose their life. If it's a woman, she's going to be disrespected, degraded, disregarded, and, on and on and on and on. So, it needs to be talked about. It has to be addressed. But before I get into that aspect of it, I wanted to show this quick video. And I thought it was very, it's a good video, because it's just showing that the awakening is happening. Everybody knows that we are the true children of Israel from the 12 tribes. And Judah is predominantly in America, and the 12 tribes are throughout the four corners of the earth. Everybody's talking about it, and this truth must be, heard and received before Yashaya comes. So that is like, woo, that's the blessing in this, is that, Yashaya is coming. Praise AHAYAH Bahashim Yashaya. Our Savior, our King is coming. But we will have to endure through this nonsense that we're dealing with right now. Excuse me. Watching the men, the kings of the earth, squirm and figure this thing out. For sisters, it got to be heart-wrenching for sisters. It is for me. So I don't know how much other sisters feel about it, but for me, it's very heart-wrenching. So, okay, first I'm going to put up, I'll put up the link if anybody would like to come in and tune in, and, at some point, because I'll forget if I don't do it now, commentate on what's being said. But it's a lot. I have a lot of talking points, and, I pray you receive it. And I pray you receive it with love, because I'm not trying to talk down on the men of the Most High. That's not the point. It's not to talk bad or negative about our brothers. But brothers and sisters, something has got to give. This has got to stop. And, only way it's going to stop if we start addressing these issues and start talking about what is actually going on. Okay, so without further ado, I'm going to do the first video. I have a couple of, twists and turns in this, and let me just give the first video. Hold on. I don't know what I did with it. Hold on. Let me make sure. Guys, okay, here we go. Let's see. Okay.
with the darker Jews. First of all, because you got
it just happens when anybody starts talking deep.
Okay.
Yeah,
with the darker Jews, the 12 lost tribes of Israel, who we are. With the darker Jews, the 12 lost tribes of Israel, who we are. With the darker Jews, the 12 lost tribes of Israel, who we are.
With the darker Jews, the 12 lost tribes of Israel, who we are.
Because we Jewish also. We from Africa also. We're the blood of Christ. So we're not just black. We are Jews. So we're the blood of Christ. So we're not just black. We are Jews. So we're the blood of Christ. So we're not just black. We are Jews.
So we're the blood of Christ. So we're not just black. We are Jews.
All you're gonna see. You know what I'm saying? So if you apply yourself, you know what I'm saying? It's documented so much throughout history.
Whatever sector, right. You know what I'm saying? But I grew up an Israelite. Wow. You know what I'm saying? Wow. So my family are Hebrew Israelites, and so I was able to somewhat learn from that growing up. And then it just gravitated me to go to Israel and see what I've been learning firsthand. Wow. So I just went.
Okay, I just wanted to pause it for a minute and just give you guys some insight. This is a video that I ran across showing how many celebrities, really know who we are and that they are awakened and they know what time it is. So I just wanted to play this video.
I went there on
that. Like whatever I feel in my body and my heart, that's just what I am. Like just growing up, my uncle was a Hebrew Israelite. He passed away. I looked up to him a lot. You know what I'm saying? It just the little bit I know about it. So I just feel like that's our true religion. You know what I'm saying? Our people are Israelites. That's what I believe. You know what I'm saying? Just.
Ancestors were Igbos from Nigeria, and Igbos are called black Jews. That they're industrious, that they go after things, that they're hard-working people. So all the way back in my DNA, we were self-sufficient.
I love the Israelite community, man. I believe they dope. Got a lot of dope insight, a lot of things that people that's not Israelites can learn from. The Israelites, they try to do a lot of study and a lot of research, and not just with what's thrown in front of them. They try to go back as far as possible and try to do as much research as possible, and that's what humans are supposed to do. So, I fuck with the Israelites heavy for sure. But if you go back to the original way these scriptures was written, like if the Old Testament, and you look at the original way that the scripture was written, they wasn't calling the higher power the things they calling them now. You know what I'm saying? He had a name. You know what I'm saying? The name that they used.
I had to take
so
the name.
You look in the original scriptures, then that's what you will find. But yeah, I mean, people just got to do their research, man. And then the people that do their research got to continue to spread information and document it so that the next generation and the next generation and future generations could just be in a better predicament. Because when me and you was born, we was born.
To Negro Latinos and everything. Hey, what's up, cat? Hey, wait, slow down, cat. Come here. I see you talking about him all the time.
I know you record. We know he not black.
Hey, look here. You know you an Israelite?
Been on that.
You been knowing you an Israelite? Hey, stay strong.
Hey, NBA young boy. Hey, come holler at me, bro. Hey, you believe in the Bible, man? Huh? You believe in the Bible, bro? Hey, no, you an Israelite. You gotta repent. You the chosen. You the chosen of the Bible, bro. Right? Hey, repent and be converted, man. Alright? Or the Lord gonna bring a judgment on you. Alright? Know that. The Lord might put you to death, so you better repent. Alright?
Hey, Blake Griffin, no, you're an Israelite. Is that Blake? Hey, Blake Griffin, no, you're an Israelite, man. You're a Levite, man. You're a Haitian.
That's right.
Hey, you're an Israelite, bro. Blake, you know it, man. Hey, Blake, hey, repent. You done been. I seen you walk past the camp before. Hey, repent, Blake. Listen, show. You see that?
I want to read a couple verses for you right now. All right, Kate?
Show him his nationality, man. Show him who he is, huh?
You know, according to the scriptures, right, the so-called black man is from the tribe of Judah. Right. The so-called black man is from the tribe of Judah. Right. The so-called black man is from the tribe of Judah. Right.
so-called black man is from the tribe of Judah. Right. Right? Yeah. And we want to bring out 2 scriptures for you if you got the time, King.
Yeah, of course. I always got time for scriptures. Oh,
right. Now, if you don't know, you're from the tribe of Judah, from the nation of Israel. That's your nationality. You're not a black American. You're not African American. You're not an Afro-American. You don't even got an Afro. You understand? That's an Israelite. You know? So we are the children of Israel, man. And we got right now, as America's falling, we're rising as a people. You understand? Before, back in the 90s, it wasn't cool to be an Israelite. Now, this thing is spreading worldwide. All you gotta do is Google Hebrew Israelites. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All you gotta do is Google Hebrew Israelites, man. So, hopefully you got edified. If you have any questions, I'm willing to answer it. You know what I mean? But, I got your man. You know, so, and I'll definitely hit you up with what's going on.
Yeah, I'll be here for a few more days, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Here, come.
Don't realize how much you need something until you actually get it.
That's right. Right.
How was I walking around without that?
Right.
How was everything all right without that?
So this is your identity. This is what we giving back to the people, and this is free. We're not charging people like $1 dollar, like TV snakes. You understand? We not out here for that. We out here in the ghettos and the slums to wake up our people. You understand? Prophets on the corner.
This is finding out who we really are. Broke them just 12 tribes of Judah. Broke them just 12 tribes of Judah. I'm Yashaya. I'm We're leaving Babylon. I'm going back to Zion. Leaving Babylon, yo. Going back to Zion. Yeah, we are. Oh, Jaja, oh, Jaja, oh, Jaja, oh, Jaja. Stevie Wonder!
Although they attracted star supporters like Stevie Wonder, the community remained in official limbo for decades.
I love you. I am here because I really care.
This goes out to those that choose to use disrespectful views for original Jews. The chosen people of God get slandered and abused in the streets and the news by the season that blue. The synagogues and Satan want to keep us confused. That's how we lose. Got the ill street blues. From Chirac to England, me and Karen dropping bombs like the baby pain. It's been stabbed into cancer. We do this for.
Wish all my people wake up. Why we be acting so ignorant? Know we can read, know we can write, so why we be acting illiterate? Like we can't read in between the lines. I promise you, I just can't riddle it. Instead of us sticking together, we killing each other and acting like idiot. Hold up, we the one making the least of the money, but mainly the one that's spending it. $1.25 trillion, but who do you think get the benefits? I ain't got no problem with no other race, but we gotta support our own businesses. Spend all the money with people who hate us, but towards each other we envious.
Influenced by the Hebrew Israelites. I'm an Israelite. Don't call me black no more. That word is only a color. It ain't facts no more. I don't wear crosses no more. Was coming back. I ain't scared of losses no more. I see life in that. Hey, I'm an Israelite. My diamonds Israelites. You're probably wondering, what? Black Israelites? Yeah, but it's not what you think. In a deeply reported article on Genius by writer Sam Kesterbaum, we see how small spiritual movement is influencing the bars of some of your favorite artists. Kendrick Lamar's Damn, the song Fear should have come to mind. In a voicemail that opens the song, Kendrick's cousin Carl Duckworth, known in the Hebrew Israelite community as Carney Ben Israel, is heard discussing that same chapter.
Deuteronomy 28 says, the Lord shall smite thee with madness and blindness and astonishment of heart.
Kendrick was supposedly blown away by this verse during study sessions with his cousin Duckworth. Kesterbaum writes, quote, Hebrew Israelites point to the chapter of Deuteronomy 28, in particular a passage that describes how the biblical Israelites will be sent back in ships to Egypt for their disobedience to God, as a prophetic foretelling of the enslavement of African people in the Americas.
Who I am, biblically, like spiritually, the true Israelite, I'm not sure change is ever going to come on that end. So Now my thing is I'm pleading that change will come amongst us, amongst God's chosen one. I had somebody come up on my page the other day and was like, and I never read my comments, but since all this has been going on, you know, I kind of read because sometimes I have other celebrities or other people hit me in DMs and stuff I normally don't check to ask me to be a part of stuff or just checking up on me, and we're checking up on each other. And so I saw the person say, you know, we're all God's children, and yeah, we are. But he has his 12 tribe, his chosen one, and I know who I am. But he has his 12 tribe, his chosen one, and I know who I am. But he has his 12 tribe, his chosen one, and I know who I am. And that's what I was talking about. And so in order to know what I was talking about, you got to study that, to show thyself. You got to study. We got to get in the book. We cannot depend on the law of the land. We cannot depend on the government. We cannot depend on certain things. We got to depend on the book. What's the book? That's the word. That's the Bible.
A lot of people don't want to have those type of conversations, and those are the conversations we need to have. Again, I said it on my last week that we all won. Dominicans, Jamaicans, Puerto Ricans, we all won. It was just a different stop that we had on the boat. My stop and my people's stop was in Puerto Rico. Somebody else's stop was in DR. Somebody else's spot was in Jamaica. At the end of the day, we don't want to have these conversations. This is the curriculum that needs to be in the school system. You know why they don't want to hear it? Because they uncomfortable talking about it. At the end of the day, we have to continue to. You guys want to have this conversation with me? Let's have this conversation. Let's talk about it. We can talk about the 12 tribes of Israel, who was the chosen people. Let's talk about it. We can talk about the original man. I'm ready to talk about this all day.
Totally bigger mission going on. Now, for as my beliefs in being an Israelite, I don't know how many people are familiar with the 12 tribes of Israel, but Judah happens to be one of the leading tribes, and the so-called African American or Negro from the Americas or from the tribe of Judah. And so that's what I'm representing, and being a representative for all the black people around the world as a reputation for Judah and the other 11 tribes of Israel. Now do your research. You can do your research and, look it up and find out the truth for yourself. I'm not going to sit up here and explain everything.
They say you Hebrew, you ain't Haitian. I'm Hebrew Israelite. I'm Jewish and I'm Jewish. I'm a real Jew. Like I ain't convert. I was born this. My bar mitzvah coming soon. And you invited.
And we original man and woman anyway.
That part.
Yeah.
That part.
Yeah.
And when you do your real true research about the Hebrews and the Jews and the Israelites and all that, you find out that they look a lot like us sitting in this room right now.
Mm-hmm.
And when you do your real true research about...
I just want to point out that, Tiffany Haddish, what she just went through with that campaign, with her, with the pedophiles, things like that. And I just want to make a quick note that you see Revolt up there. He's sponsored this interview. That's Puff Daddy's company. So Revolt. And also Drink Champs, when Kanye spoke out. Also, that was under Puffy as well. So you can't tell me that Puffy did not know what Kanye was going to talk about, because here Tiffany Haddish is saying the same thing. But this is why they was, trying to bring her down, because of these type of things she was saying, talking about she had a bar mitzvah. She was saying that she was a Jew, and now here she's telling that people stole our identity. So these are the things that we cannot, our people cannot be talking about. But I'll keep going. Hold on.
The Hebrews and the Jews and the Israelites and all that, you find out that they look a lot like us sitting in this room right now. Mm-hmm. So maybe somebody stole some of the Jewish religion. Anyway, let me shut up. I don't have to be like some people stole from the get-go, but...
Then you got all these facets of denominations and races coming together.
At the end of the day, everybody human, right?
Oh, yeah.
what America was based off of. It's supposed to be one nation under God.
Yeah,
and
under
you're free to
America.
worship whoever you want, whatever God you choose. So I feel like personally, I know what I am. I'm stand for what I am.
So what are your questions about?
Carmen looks a little uncomfortable there. He looks like, you know, he's a little uncomfortable, although he has also been seen and, you know, like on stage singing and rapping about, you know, who we are as well. But I just noticed that he looked real uncomfortable here with her talking like that. Okay.
You're an Israelite, right? Clap it up for the sisters.
I know what I am. I'm a representative of what I am, but at the same time, I am in that nation.
Right.
I'm not in my indigenous nation.
Right, I understand. So you got and you moving
I don't want to see nobody that look like me because they're going to use my voice to do something. You must lose it.
Right. All right. So we appreciate y'all and we love y'all. Definitely.
For 400 years, you had your knees on her neck, a garden of evil with no seeds of respect. In America's mirror, all she sees is regret. Instead of letting blood live, they begging for bloodlet.
The Bible, it said 400 years it said people would be in a country that you would be strangers in for 400 years, and this is 401. 1619. 1619.
Okay, guys, I'm so sorry. Something happened. You know what? My internet thing dropped, and so it knocked my SIM card out. So I had to go through all that. So please forgive me. And it took off my. I don't know if I can start this from the beginning. I mean, if I have to start this from the beginning, because the ending part was very important. But let me see if I can, start this back. Hold on. Let me see how I can do this. Give me 1 second, guys. Wow, brother, I just got your message via email. So I want to ask you, did Joy Sims, did she pass away? Because I saw in your email you said the late Joy Sims. Did she pass away? You know. Shabbat Shalom, Sister Shamazara. Shalom, sis. And Sister Michelle, praise AHAYAH for you both. How are you? Okay, let me get this thing back, guys. Give me a second. I'm so sorry. Hold on.
We have it. Hey, bro.
Okay, so let me see if I can share my screen and do it this way so I don't have to play that whole thing again. Hold on. I don't see it. Give me 1 minute. What is this? No. No, I can't seem to. I don't want to start it all the way from the beginning, but I might have to because I really wanted to talk about the ending and then go into something else. So I hope I don't have to start this thing again. Hold on. Let me see if I can move it once I have it. I'm playing it. Hold on. Happy here. Oh, hold on. I don't know if I can. Let's see. Oh, yeah.
We have a.
So here we was about right here.
For 400 years, you had your knees on her neck, a garden of evil with no seeds of respect. In America's mirror, all she sees is regret. Instead of letting blood live, they begging for bloodlet.
The Bible, it said 400 years it said people would be in a country that you would be strangers in for 400 years, and this is 401. 1619. That's when slavery started, 1619. So here we are in 2020, and all this going on. I happen to be like, I feel like this is ordained, you know what I mean? I think it's the fulfillment of a prophecy. And everybody's saying, yo, we're at war and we're unprepared. We don't have the ammunition. We don't have the preparation. We don't have the strategy. We don't have the leadership. We don't have the, hey, bruh, God only gonna fight with one of us. God will only fight with one side of this. And if it's, and if he fight with us, and guess what? It's all the we need.
Man, shalom, Israel. My name is Ratazan Sharyan, representation of Christ, and all saying. And we have a very special guest here with us today. How you doing, my brother?
I'm good. How you doing?
Man, I'm good, man. It's a pleasure to have you here, man. We have Freeway Ricky Ross, the real deal. We ain't dealing with no phonies, right?
No doubt, no doubt.
And it's a pleasure to have you, man, and especially to actually sit down and dialogue with the Hebrew Israelites, because you done many interviews and things like that, man, and a lot of people try to talk to you, but just to sit down with the Hebrews is a big thing, because we actually represent for our people, and we out here on these streets daily, out here in the communities, trying to tell our people the truth about this system and this government.
Right.
And a lot of times we get a lot of flack on it because people don't want to hear this word, you know what I'm saying? People don't want to hear us speaking because they love this system, but we just want to shed some light on the system. And
I know you don't really with people. I know you don't really do these podcasts and shit like that, but I need you. And he said, Joe, I really don't, but for you, my brother, I'll do it. And I'm beyond honored, but when I was speaking to you, you told me, yo, Joe, I'm into I'm Jewish now, but how do you break that down to me, G?
Well, I didn't say Jewish, Joe.
I'm sorry, I don't know.
I just said I'll come to the realization, saying some years back, saying that, who we call African Americans here in this country is the descendants of the biblical Hebrew Israelites. You know what I'm saying? I know the boy Nick Cannon caught a lot of flack for saying it, because he's on a tremendous platform.
Who's
you know what I'm saying? Nick Cannon.
Oh, Nick Cannon said that, and then that was the controversy.
Yeah, because he mentioned that the original Hebrew Israelites was people of color. You feel me?
And so.
But it's not just him saying that. If you study, you read certain history books, you start digging. You know what I'm saying? You going. That's.
Okay, I'm just going to pause in 1 second, and I want to say, I added on the end of this because I had mentioned this a couple of times. Now, we can see clearly that a lot of entertainers know who we are. They know that they're Hebrews. They know that we're of the 12 tribes, the lost 12 tribes. It's not a hidden fact. These entertainers know. So it puzzles me to see why so many of them are willing to sell their souls, and they're going through all these things, jumping through hoops for, in this captivity, and they know the truth. What is going on, brothers and sisters? So this is what I wanted to address, and I wanted to show this video so that, to open up the dialogue about it, because it's clearly that all of these people know, and, but yet the nonsense is still continuing. Now, I added on the end of it, I put Kanye in the beginning, and I added at the end of it, Whitney Houston. I did this almost 10 years ago. I did this story on Whitney Houston when she passed away, how she did a very, very significant thing. She knew we were Hebrews, and she did she went to Israel. Let me just say, she went to Israel and got baptized in the Jordan River by the Hebrew Israelites that were in Dimona. Now, what made this so significant? Because even at that time when I did the video, I didn't even know this, what I'm about to tell you. It was so significant when she did, because that's why they got rid of her. I'm sure this is why. And they waited a couple of years after she did this, but she made it a press conference. She had cameras, She went and got baptized in the Jordan River by the Hebrew Israelites in Dimona. Now, check this out. The majority of the Hebrew Israelites in Dimona under Ben Amin, they don't even believe on Christ like that. They don't even believe on the baptism. So this one makes this even more significant. That means she had to call them up and ask them to baptize her in the Jordan River when that's something, a practice, a ritual that they don't even do. The majority of them. Even if you Google it, you won't find nothing on them aside from Whitney Houston being baptized by them, because they believe in the whole baptized by fire. They don't believe. And, the majority of the men, they cover their heads. They cover their crowns with those kufis, because in defiance to Christ. I don't even know if they really understand why they do that, but that's what they do. They cover their heads in defiance of Christ, the men, because the man is not supposed to have his head, covered. So they do these things in, to disrespect Christ, right? So they don't even believe in the baptism or none of that. But Whitney Houston contacted them and probably paid a big sum of money to have them do this, that she got baptized with Bobby Brown in the Jordan River in Israel. At the time that I made this video here, I didn't even, I didn't understand, but I knew it was something big. It struck my spirit like, wow, she did that. And sure enough, a couple of years later, she was gone, because they would not, tolerate it. So that's why even more so we have to pray for Kanye West, because he just let the cat out the bag. She had to do it like this subliminally, but this was a huge, huge message. This is just like, and this is on the level of what Kanye did. When he spoke out the way he did recently, this is what Whitney Houston did, but she did it in this way. So just check out the video, and then we're going to talk about this some more. Let's see. Comment, Sister Michelle. You said because they are suffering within their Hollywood community, they have no choice but to speak the truth. Michael Jackson was talking about it before they got rid of him. All of us have to give all up. All of us have to give all up. Yes, sis, and this is part of the awakening. Praise AHAYAH. We got to give the glory to the Most High, because he said, where they said you were nothing, they will say that you are the sons of the Most High. So right in that same place, our brothers and sisters are waking up right before our eyes, and they are starting to speak and talk out, and this, because every knee shall bow and every tongue will confess. Praise AHAYAH B'Hashem Yashaya. So they don't have no choice. Where they was trying to hide, and listen, we're gonna go into it today, y'all, because this is it's ridiculous what they're doing. But let me just finish. This is the last part of this video, and then we can start talking. Hold on.
Sister Kana, and welcome to another edition of the COI Times.
This is 10 years ago.
Times in the days of prophecy. First and foremost, I would like to just give all glory and praise to AHAYAH, AHAYAH, B'Hashem Yashaya. Just give him all the glory and praise as we uplift his holy name. In this edition, I wanted to do a story on the late Miss Whitney Houston, who we all know has passed away. And there has been a lot of media coverage, of course, on Miss Whitney Houston's death, and some of the allegations, and how we see some of the rituals and some of the demonic information. I haven't really seen anything about Bible in regards to Bible prophecy, and that's what I wanted to focus on today. I think Whitney Houston left us a very, very important message, and that a lot of us did not even recognize or notice, or maybe some of you have, but I just wanted to bring this information to light from my perspective and what I saw. First, I would like to just go into some Bible scriptures, because the Most High, He's given us prophecies in regard so that we would know in which the time we was in, the time of coming of our Lord and Savior, Yashaya, Christ. So if we can go into the Apocrypha, 2nd Baruch, chapter 27 and 1. And I'll read some of it. It says, "And he answered and said unto me, in 12 parts is that time divided, and each one of them is reserved for that which is appointed for it. In the first part there should be the beginnings of commotions, and in the second part there shall be slaying of the great ones." So here what we see is that the Most High is telling us that there will be 12 parts, and these will be as signs for us. And that if we start to see these things coming to pass, that we know that we are coming towards the time of the end. And so the slaying of great ones, and everyone has noticed that a lot of the big celebrities and the people who were looked upon as, great in their fields are starting to pass away. And we even start to notice that it's not just like of overdose, but possibly they are being killed, like in the case of Whitney Houston. So it just clearly shows us that the Bible was telling us to look for these signs as the signs of Christ's coming, and that these are part of the things that we would go through. So, I mean, it's no coincidence that Michael Jackson and James Brown and of course Whitney Houston, Don Cornelius, I mean the list goes on and on. We have Amy Winehouse who passed away, and just a lot of celebrities lately have just been, leaving us. And so the Bible, I just wanted to point to that the Bible did tell us that. It said in the second part there should be slaying of the great ones. But I just wanted to bring that out and bring it into a Bible perspective, that the Most High did warn us that there would be slaying of the great ones among us, or those who were considered great in their field. And then we noticed that a lot of deaths have been happening of some of the celebrities, and even football players and basketball players, just a lot of death going on. So, and I just wanted to point that out so that people could understand the time we are in, for those who have eyes to see and ears to hear. So I just want to go into the rest of the segment, which is just pointing to the fact that Whitney Houston sent us a very strong message. And actually in 2003, she went to Israel, and she went to visit the Hebrew Israelites in Dimona who are in Israel, and she actually got baptized in the name of Christ, Yashaya. And so the message was definitely strong, and even though she couldn't verbally tell us these things, through picture and through the media, she told the world that she knew she was Israel. She told the world that we needed to get baptized in Christ's name.
It's home. It's home. It's a friendship I've never had with any other country, really. Absolutely beautiful.
And she even pointed to the Holy Land in which, she felt she was home. This is what she actually said, that it feels like home. So I just really think we need to reflect on this and understand that the Most High is waking Israel up. And even back in 2003, before many of us even knew anything about being, Israel, she had already set the stage. And this may be one of the reasons why, what attributed to her being slain. And because people realized that she was waking up. And I'm sure there's a lot of other celebrities who are probably going through the same process too, because the Spirit of the Most High has been poured out. And for those of you who can see and we understand what's going on and what this process is, we know that it's time for us to prepare and get ready. But and then while a lot of the masses are asleep, but Whitney Houston seemed definitely as if she was awake, and she knew what time it was, and she sent this message. And
this authenticizes, my rebirth from coming from America, coming to the Holy Land. That's it.
And do you think all of you feel this way? Whitney and Bobby?
Yeah, Whitney's my sister, so I'm the oldest brother, so she's automatically, there's a redemptive, process here.
Praise AHAYAH. Now, I wanted to talk about this because, guys, this was significant. So now, in hindsight, we understand why so many, like back then, we just thought it was going to be a prophecy that they would be getting killed. But now we know why they're getting killed. They're getting killed because they're waking up and they're going against the code, and they are, speaking out in these things. Guys, give me 1 second. I got to take this call, and I will put on a commercial. I'll be right back. Hold on 1 second.
Go eat. I told you travel. You know we're in the last days, coming to the final phase. AHAYAH's gonna show his face to his people. You know it's time in your soul. The Holy Spirit tells you so. Get ready. Go east. AHAYAH prepare to play. I told you travel. Go east to plead with you face to face. I told you travel. Go east. There is a safe place. I told you travel. Go east. For those who have an ear, let them hear. Go east. I told you travel. Visit us at itojatravel.com. You know we're in the last days, coming to the final phase. AHAYAH's gonna show his face to his people. You know it's time to go. You feel it in your soul. The Holy Spirit tells you so. Get ready. Go east. AHAYAH prepare to play. I told you travel. Go east to plead with you face to face. I told you travel. Go east. There is a safe place. I told you travel. Go east. For those who have an ear, let them hear. Go east. I told you travel. Visit us at itojatravel.com.
Shalom, guys. I'm so sorry. I had to take that call. Okay, so gosh, what I wanted to say was there was a lot that I wanted to say after that. Whitney, the reason why so many of them are getting killed now we see is because they're waking up and they're starting to use their platform and speak out. And this is what's going on, like with the Kanye and with Whitney Houston. And I wanted to, did y'all take notice to Bobby Brown? Like now, that brother even though they didn't get rid of him, they didn't wipe him out, but they killed his kids, his son and Bobby Christina. And he looks like he's just been through it all, because he was with Whitney Houston when she went there and got baptized. But for some reason, they didn't get rid of him too, but they killed his children and, his son and Christina, the daughter, and so he just looks like he's just, he's dead, like, how he's alive, but he's just walking the Walking Dead, because they took everything from him, stripped that brother down to nothing. And this is what they doing to our brothers and sisters who got into that, into that hole, of Hollywood. So, I wanted to talk about this, and I thought it was really, but it's going to take a twist and turn, because I'm not talking about it on that level. I wanted to go into, okay, so Whitney Houston, right? She made that statement. She went to Israel. She got baptized by the Damonin Hebrew Israelites, and she did that on purpose. She took a stand. She was giving us a message to let us know about the baptism, about Israel, about the Hebrew Israelites. She put them on stage, and on a very high stage, because she had millions of people looking at her. But then, how they took her out. I don't know if y'all remember, and I put a couple of other videos together, but I didn't have enough time to like put this whole thing together. But I download what I could, so if y'all will bear with me, y'all will see what I'm going with this, because the title of this video that I'm making is the Triflin Negro, and what I'm talking about is how our people are playing a very deadly game and part in the destruction of our people. Our people are the ones who are doing these things. We are the ones who are participating in this madness, and why this thing is playing along, this far, is because we are participating. And it's not a good look for us to be doing this. And I want to really bring this out. Okay, so that's why I wanted to show you that how many celebrities, they all know. They know we are the children of Israel. They've always knew it. And they made the choices that they wanted based on money. They wanted the bag. They sold their souls. And this is the outcome. And now they're even using them to keep our people still, doing all kind of wickedness, in retrospect, against us, and in under the guise of them trying to act like even that they're waking up, and they're trying to help the people when they know they've sold out and they have taken these oaths. But I wanted to bring shine a light on the whole Whitney Houston and her death for a second, because they used this brother, Ray J, the one young Ray J, Brandy's brother, to say that he was in a relationship with her and that he was seeing her right before her death. And the next thing we know, she was in a hotel room, found in the bathtub. Okay. So I'm going to show you a few videos. So just bear with me, and so I can bring this up. Hold on. Okay, mate. There's a lot of information that I wanted to go into, but I don't know. I wasn't able to have time to do everything that I wanted to do. Okay, hold on. Wow. Okay, give me a second. Okay, hold on. Okay, so I wanted to show you that there was a woman who was very close to the camp of Whitney Houston, and she was saying that she felt that Ray J had something to do with her death. That young boy, that he was probably put in position to help bring her out. Once she did that, which was go to Israel and get baptized, and all that stuff, they, plotted to get rid of her. And from the looks of it, I can only say, what it looks like, that he, they set him up to do it. But they knew that they had to get rid of her once she made that video. So hold on. So there was a woman who was very close to Whitney Houston camp. She was like an aunt, or I'll let you see it. I'm gonna share this video. Hold on, and just show you. But the whole point is really just to show how much our people are participating in these things. Hold on.
Okay.
And okay, here we go. What did I do? Hold on, guys.
I just want to get your take on this. What do you think?
When I first heard the news that
I can see you're upset.
yes, I am. I really am, because I think it's what I said it was in the beginning. When I first seen this, and I saw the news, and I saw, I'm sorry, please excuse me, I just have to come out and say this.
Please.
I saw Ray J coming out of the hotel, hiding his head, being pushed into the car. Why? I looked and I said, why is he hiding? Why is he hiding his face? He's always trying to show his face when he's around Whitney. Why now? Why are you trying to hide now, Ray J? And I put it all together. When I first heard she passed away, I said, my God, somebody gave her a bad bag.
Okay.
Yes. I promise you, that was the first thing that came out of my mouth. And then I saw Ray J. And it all added up. So I am going to believe that Ray J, who Whitney told me she had no relationship with. Now this is a young boy who's running around telling people that he is a boyfriend of Whitney's. But I know clearly that he wasn't. He was, like she said, a runner boy. For some reason, he knows somebody that sells drugs, and he was buying them for Whitney, from what I know, and giving her drugs. I want to know why this boy was allowed to do that around Pat and around Gary. Around Pat, mainly because you were with her. You were with her all the time. All the time. And for you to say that you don't know what happened to her, I'm really disturbed by that. I really am.
Now we saw Pat on the Oprah interview, though, suggesting that Whitney did not do drugs, and Gary saying the same thing, right? Do you think it's possible they had no knowledge that she was using this?
Well, no, I doubt that very much. I doubt that very much. Pat is around her. She's around her enough to know if she was doing drugs or not. I don't believe that. I really don't. And I'm just being honest. If I was around her, I would know.
You would know. And I see that you're angry.
Yes, I am.
And you're sad too, right?
Yes,
I mean, this is really a sad.
I'm very sad. I'm very sad, and I'm very angry right now.
Shelley, here we are again, another great person taken by addiction. It makes us sad every time, and yet how many times we got to sit here and talk about this? It sounds like no one was willing to do
No,
that.
I don't believe anybody tried to do that. Everybody says, I love Whitney, but what did you do to try to help her? Did you allow these things to continue to come in her life? Did you allow these people to continue to give her this? Were you one of the people giving these drugs to her?
I mean, you know, answer these questions, please.
Well, I'll tell you the thing that bothers me is it might even have been the person that poured the alcohol that then triggered the cocaine. You know what I mean? It's all part of the same process, and people didn't seem to understand. He's joining us, Bobby Brown's nephew, Jairam Brown. Jairam, both you guys, Gerard's still with us too as well. Your mom, Viola, believes that Whitney, the foul play, maybe she was murdered. Jairam, what do you think?
Yeah, I believe the same thing. I mean, everything I heard, all the information, it really just doesn't sound right, you know. Sounds like something fishy is going on.
Gerard, you said the same thing?
I believe so.
I mean, she took pills. She drank alcohol the night before. Why not just took too much and didn't breathe?
I mean, Chrissy told me at the hospital, you know, that my mom is a recovering addict and she did a lot of drugs, so, you know,
Yeah, but I
pills wouldn't take her out like that.
so. And
Pills just report, you know what I'm saying?
I had a tumor before. I was on pain pills before, you know, and they're prescribed by a doctor, and you know how to take them.
Was she taking painkillers, Whitney?
I don't know. That I don't know of. I have no knowledge of her taking any pain pills. No. As far as I know, Whitney was fine. She was fine. And another thing, Whitney did not get in bathtubs in hotels. That was something that she and I discussed on many occasions. We used to laugh about it. Whitney would never get in a hotel bathtub.
She hated them? She said they're dirty? Or?
Yeah, we talked and laughed about how we would never do that. So when I heard that she was found in that bathtub, I knew right then and there something was wrong.
Now, you knew Ray J also, right?
No, I did not know Ray J, but I can tell you this. Ray J, to me, I can tell you, Whitney told me out of her own mouth that she never, Ray J was I asked Whitney, I said, Whitney, what is Ray J to you? She laughed. She laughed so hard she almost fell out the chair. She said nothing. She said nothing at all. She said Ray J was a runner boy. I said, a runner boy? She said that they were never together. So this stuff about Ray J, there's a lot of games being played here with Ray J using Whitney's name to say that he's with Whitney Houston. That is, I doubt it very, 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 very much.
And Jerem, do you know anything about this? Is it Nick? Is that this fellow's name? That's supposedly a fiance. What is their relationship with Bobby Christina?
He came in as a brother, you know, but I guess now he's ending up trying to be a boyfriend.
Is he?
Which I feel like he doesn't have true feelings for Chrissy.
Do you think he's up to something?
Yeah, I think he's up to something. I think most of the people around Chrissy are up to something.
Yeah. I mean, it's just a lot of, and we're not here just bashing everybody. You know, it may seem like that, but really, it's a lot of stuff that we know, and there's a lot of stuff that's going on that the world does not know. There's a lot of people that are not who they say they are. They don't have Chrissy's best interest. No. And I think Whitney knew that. You know, I know that Whitney knew that.
Are they the ones trying to get her hospitalized psychiatrically, you think?
Right.
Yes. Do you think they are?
And he witnessed something.
At that time, they was trying to put her saying she was 5150. I went back into the room and told her, Chrissy, you know, what they're saying about you. She said, I'm grieving. You know, I got to bury my mom in a couple of days.
I hope you guys have not had contact with her for a long time. I hope you have, and you've been close. I hope you have a chance.
And they've changed her numbers.
Wow. As we're hearing, was spending the evening with Whitney and having a nice time.
Hold on. So, and this is not going to be about Whitney Houston or anything.
I don't know. I think people are sort of didn't get what the fight itself was. Take us through it. You're starting to tell me that.
Okay, you know, a friend of mine today said, you know, Stacey, the truth will set you free, you know, and
So, you know, this is not about like just Whitney Houston. I just want to bring up the situation because I wanted to move it towards like Ray J and just some other, you know, different points. So give me a second. I'm going to add another. I wanted to show here that he ended up doing a press conference after he passed.
I know why
So hold on.
came out, and so I'll address the issue as respectable as I can. Um, I really miss my friend. You know, I really do. I'm still hurting. I just want to say, like Whitney, I love giving back to the kids. I love, helping my community. I've been a part of the Brotherhood Crusade and working with them since I was 16 years old. It's just such a tough time for me. I've been through a lot in these past 2 weeks. I'm able to look at life in a whole different way. I always look at my phone because I got a picture of somebody that I really love, and it helps me through the day. This is all new for me. I'm really emotional right now. I really don't know really what to say. But what I will say is that I love and I'm hurt. But I enjoy being around people, that support me and that give me a sense of peace. And that's what these kids do for me, and that's what the Brotherhood Crusade does for me. So I really don't have a lot more to say right now. I just want to thank all of y'all for coming out. Again, I want to thank my mom and my dad and my whole family for supporting me through these times. What I will say, though, that is the most important thing to me of all, is that God is talking to me. God is talking to me right now. And now is the time for me to listen. So my ears are open. Thank you guys for coming out.
Hold on. So now here, he clearly looks like he was out of sorts, with that interview. It looks fake, and, it's just sad. And I just really wanted to, like kind of bring that out. And right now, Ray J is considered to be very wealthy, like he's a millionaire. Now, yeah, somebody said looks like he was reading his talking points. Exactly. He went to the phone because he forgot even what he was even talking about. But just trifling, right? So I wanted to bring this out about, him and others. He he became a millionaire after this. Like that was his payoff. Like now he's not an entertainer, because even though he started out as a singer, but now he got so many companies and his companies are doing well, and he now he's a millionaire. He's on millionaire status. Now, mind you, he did do the sex tape with Kim Kardashian, and he made some money off of that. And maybe he could have invested his money in this and that, but the MO of these people who do these kind of things, when they sell out other brothers and sisters, they acquire fame and fortune. Now, I'm going to give you an example like Jay-Z. Watching that whole scenario with him, with that brother, there was a rapper that everybody adored. I always forget his name. He's a rapper, but he got killed in California. He was supposedly under Jay-Z, and he was supposed to be meeting Jay-Z that day at the police station, supposedly, talking for the youth and, getting things together for the youth. And all of a sudden he gets killed. And right after that, Jay-Z gets his the football deal. He became a billionaire, So his fame skyrocketed right after this rapper dies, right? So usually you got to follow the money with these people, with these sacrifices. When they sacrifice, people or help, in some way, they'll get rewarded like this. So that's the reason why I wanted to bring up Ray J and, that whole Whitney Houston situation, because he was really in the midst of it. And I thought it was probably for his sister Brandy or this or that. But then it comes out. That's why he's all over the news and he's into these things, and, got so much, attention put on him because of what he did for them and to Whitney Houston. Okay, so now I just ran across another thing with him, and he's boasting now about all the riches and this and that. Now, y'all, please, I know it's, I wasn't able to do all the cursing, and you might have some cursing. I know it has cursing in this one, so please forgive me, and I'm not going to play it all the way through, but I just want you to hear how this brother feels. Now he got so much money and millions, all because of the death of our sister, Whitney Houston. So I just wanted to bring that out. So hold on, please. I'm not going to play all of it. I just will, just let you hear some of it. He seemed to have gotten to some altercation with another rapper. And it's just
fair use. Disclaimer. Fair use.
Go back to my boy Ray J 24/7 coming to you live. We got a serious concert that we got to attend to. Concert in my living room. That's how we do.
Now that's Floyd Mayweather or something like that.
Everybody, I'm gonna say somebody
the radio is in the house playing.
And if you're going through hard times in your life, just relax.
One wish we would be best friends. Love would never end. It would just begin. If I had one wish, you would be my boo. Promise to love you. Trust me, I'll trust you. If I had one wish, we would.
The memories of Grand Rapids certainly feel a long way away.
Yes. My boy killing it. Oh my God, that boy
the chopper, shoot them down.
Shoot them around and don't play around. Dirty man chopper.
I didn't mean it like that. I just meant.
Okay, what happened was another rapper named Fabulous actually made a joke about him playing the piano at Floyd Mayweather's house or something. So Ray J gets upset, and this is what this is about, just to, so that y'all understand. But he starts to brag about how much he has now. And I just thought this was so interesting. He's no longer under the wings of Brandy, his sister, who made millions because of her voice. Now he's talking about how much money he got. Hold on.
When you want to disrespect me and the money team, and we got 7 Rolls Royces outside, and we just made 350 racks on the... Don't disrespect me. I'm going to smack you up again, fool.
All right, so Ray J, let's
talk. I'm saying. Niggas saying a Ray J got beat up. I'll sock that nigga in the face, my nigga.
So you punched Fab in the face?
One time. Hey, all I'm saying is if you got Fab number, tell that nigga to send a picture of his face right now.
Wow.
Okay, Ray J, let me ask you. So this is what happened because you didn't like
these bitch ass niggas.
You didn't like what he was saying on Twitter, like making jokes.
It's like, look, don't disrespect me and Floyd like that. I play piano on that motherfucking piano every day. That's my big bro, nigga. We grew up together.
Punch Fab in the face.
One time. I'm sorry, Envy. I'm sorry.
So go ahead.
Envy, I'm sorry. Are we live?
Yeah. So you're posting me. What happened?
What?
I said, so you went up to him at the after party.
I'm with the money
happened?
Team right now. We all over here. I swear to God, he running from me right now.
I had 100 fools outside of Moon right now. He never left the club. He was scared up in there. He tried to call the police.
So when you hit him, what did he do, Ray?
Nothing. He fell back because he's a sucker.
Okay, now Ray J, let me ask you. So he didn't hit you.
So I just want to reiterate, these are the people in the industry. You got the people on the radio, Envy. These are all the major, players in the music industry, instigating and da-da-da. And the reason why I played that clip in the beginning, because it's clearly that these people know who we are. They know that we are the children of Israel. This is what we're fighting to get this information out to all our brothers and sisters, the awakening, the lost 12 tribes. And these people, they know who we are. They know. And they continue to promote and to instigate this kind of behavior with rappers, because over this weekend, just this week, another young rapper, I said, from the Migos, he got killed, 28 years old. One of the top musicians in the game, y'all, got gunned down at some, like a dice game or some party. But this is the foolishness that's going on. And let me say, AHAYAH bless the dead. I don't want to speak ill of the dead. I'm just talking about the scenarios after scenario. These are the kings acting like this. These are men, our brothers, who we're trying to, wake up and, stand behind. This is the foolishness that they are participating in. One after another. It's just not stopping. And nobody's saying nothing. Like, it's like normal behavior for these men to be acting like this. And what just makes me crazy is that then you turn on YouTube and every other program is some male, one from the manosphere, dogging out the daughters of Zion, dogging out black women and talking about how they don't want to be with us. And this is the atrocity that's going on in our community with our brothers, how they act in no regard for life. They're killing each other. They're killing the daughters of Zion. They're doing all kind of wickedness. And it's like other the guys are like, they don't know the truth. And they know the truth. They know the truth is the point that I'm trying to make here. These celebrities, and now it's just a trickle-down effect. These are the people like, the Kanye West, all of these at the very top of their games, right? Now, this brother, he done sacrificed his whole career, putting that information out for these knuckleheads to be getting on the radio and totally just buffoonery, acting like this. It's unbelievable. And you know what? It's just really disheartening when you hear our brothers, other brothers and sisters, trying to act like, oh, it's the white man's fault. Like I hear it because I'm on the internet and I'm listening. The record labels are killing off the black rappers. It's always somebody else's fault. It's the black women, why they don't want us, because the black women, we this and that. It's always somebody else's fault. When are we going to make accountable the actions of our brothers, of the king? They have to stop the foolishness. The foolishness that's going on in our community, and nobody wants to speak up and say a word. Where's Farrakhan? Why he ain't talking about this? Where are these so-called leaders or people who's supposed to be about this community? Ain't nobody saying nothing. Incident after incident after incident, brothers getting killed, shot down by each other. And then let a cop kill somebody. Then it's, all Hades got to break out. But these brothers are constantly killing each other. They're killing the daughters of Zion, killing the children. They're doing all kind of wickedness. And nobody won't say nothing. Because they can't say nothing because they know they're going to have a problem with these brothers. So I just wanted to bring this out, okay? Just showing you, and unfortunately I have to use these celebrities as an example because it's documented, Here is Ray J acting like a total total niggeration. He's just all on the radio. This is national radio program. He's calling in, talking about what he gonna do to this dude and da 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 da. This is on the radio, y'all, that he's talking like this. Of course, the guy clowned him about playing the piano at Floyd Mayweather's whatever his name is, house. He was playing the piano, and the guy has an Instagram. This guy, Fabulous, has an Instagram page. So he kind of clowned him, make a joke about it. So this dude goes on a syndicated radio program and talks like this to the host. And these are the hosts of the show, instigating and all kinds of stuff. This is our people, y'all, acting like this. Let me just play a little bit more so y'all can get the grasp of now that I had the commentation. Hold on. This is ridiculous.
Look, check this out. No disrespect. Like, shout out to my big bro Diddy, because he tried to really be like, look.
Wait, now he's talking about Diddy, Sean Puffy Combs, in the midst of this. Now, I want to just add, okay, so Ray J had a sacrifice, Whitney Houston, right? Now, Diddy, I don't know if y'all know about him, with his baby mother mysteriously died a couple of years ago, and they're kind of intimating that it was him. And you getting rid of her because she was about to come out with a tell-all book about him and his shenanigans that he got going on, how he reached billionaire status for taking advantage of all these artists, took the money and just all kind of wickedness, y'all. Okay, so let me just play a little more.
Look, they was just going in on you, and it was all fun and games. Shout out to Kevin Hart, because he a comedian, but Fab ain't no comedian. My homie saved his life when he was in LA. His life was threatened by my other dudes, and my other homie saved his life. So how dare you even speak disrespectful to me? You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it was. So when I seen him, I was with Floyd and 50, and he tried to say, "Don't touch me," and I touched that nigga. Straight up.
Did 50 instigate the fight?
Listen, I got detained tonight. I got kicked out of the motherfucking Palm Hotel. Police arrested me, handcuffed. Listen, I said, look, y'all can take me to jail, or can y'all just unhandcuff me and let me hop in my Ghost and get up out of here? They said, "That's your car?" I said, "I'm cool. Can you handcuff me?" I gave it, you know what I'm saying? I looked out for him and I was out.
Now, Ray J, did Fab at all, his people, or did he hit you at all?
Nah, look, my team don't play. If you disrespect me, don't come to the West Coast. So he in Las Vegas, and he tried to disrespect me.
Well, we heard Fab headbutted you, and people are upset because he had his guard down.
Come on, my headbutted me. So I swear, listen, you call that fool right.
These are the kings of the earth, y'all. This is what's going on. Like, look. The ceiling is about to cave in, and this is what these men are talking about. You got the whack 100s, you got Puffy, you got all of these people, and the average black man, black king, they idolize these men, and they look up to these men because they got money, cars, and the women, But this is all they're interested in. This is all they're talking about. This is all they are about. Okay? And they are, they're leading our culture to Hades. And then the brothers, like even when you see the Hebrew Israelites talking on the street and they saw Cat Williams, hey, and hey Drake, and they idolizing them too, But, I can understand, because these people, if they can wake them up, they would hopefully be able to have a strong, foundation with these type of brothers knowing the truth. But they already know the truth. Each one of them say, yeah, I know. DMX, yeah, he knew. Cat Williams, yeah, he knew. Drake, you see all the ones, that was shown in the video, from Eddie Murphy to, Michael Jackson, all of them. Nothing is being done. Nothing. They just making YouTube videos, making platforms to talk about what? No preparation, nothing. Guys, this is what I wanted to talk about. This is what I wanted. The Triflin Negroes. Our people. We're about to get slaughtered, y'all. This is Jacob's trouble. And all our people are doing is sitting around doing absolutely nothing. And they want to try to act like, oh, they know the truth. And oh, they being righteous. Oh my gosh. I have more. Hold on. Okay, so that's just Ray J. And I glimpsed on Puffy and his, deceased, ex-girlfriend. And then I talked on Jay-Z with the other rapper. I never could remember this guy's name. That died in California. They sacrificing each other for fame and fortune. They killing each other cold blood on the streets. They killing the daughters of Zion on the streets. And then got the nerve to get mad at Kanye West for speaking up and speaking out, going, doing his thing in his way. Even though tomorrow he'll turn around and do something silly, because this is just what we do. And meanwhile, like the woke daughters of Zion, the ones who are awake, we got to sit back and twiddle our thumbs, waiting for these brothers to figure it out. It's nerve-wracking. Shalom. Shalom, sister. Hold on. I'm trying to read your message. Praise AHAYAH. Shalom, sister Shalondale. Shabbat Shalom. Praise AHAYAH to see you. Okay, so I'm ranting, guys. So let me get another one. Okay, so here, there's more. Let me find it. Okay, so I don't know which one I want to play first. Hold on. Okay, because there's a few things, little directions that I was going in. But next, okay, so I want to play this one. I'll play this one.
Different methods for a very long time.
So let me just give y'all a little synopsis before I, bring in Esau. Because we are not to learn, the way of the heathen. That's the point. And ratchet Judah is just following behind because they're in the neck of their enemies. You know how diabolical Esau is. They so cutthroat. They do whatever to each other. They'll cut their brother down. And I mean, we know that this is part of the curses. So we understand why this is happening. But now people know the truth, that we are in the time of the awakening. What is the issue? Why are these people still acting like this when they know the truth? They should be getting themselves together. They should be calling a meeting at this point where all these rappers are getting killed and, brothers just randomly dying, sisters are dying. Nobody's saying nothing. Okay. You're saying our brothers are the ones who keep the law. But we're in a time of awakening. We have to put the plow down to wake our people up. And if we're not going to do it, then get out of there. What's the holdup? If you're not going to put your hand to the plow and really, stand up and get these people out of here and get them awake, then what are you sitting in there for? I mean, what's the point? All right, but I'm going to let Esau tell it. Hold on. Because see, when Esau says stuff, then it's valid. That's the only time it's valid.
Has been to use entertainment to create a culture obsessed with death, drugs, sex, and money. so that they could create a false paradigm of what happiness and what success really was. And in doing so, they created a world that also made people more dependent on government, and as a result, gave themselves more power. The record executives that push you to do this, to go and continue to profit off the backs of your work, they're in cahoots with the elite. They're in cahoots with the government. They want you to...
Okay, I just want to make a note that this is the young black boy that died this week from the Migos, from the rap group. He's 28 years old, young child, got gunned down by another brother, another king, and this young boy made millions, platinum records, life cut short. And it's because what they're saying, it probably was even a mistake. He shot him by mistake, but I'm not sure. Hold on.
They're important, but in truth, you're just doing their dirty work for them, so stop. They've empowered you in ways that are real. You have an audience, you have platforms, you have the ability to make change.
Okay, YouTube family, we're gonna watch a good video today. A lot of y'all been sending this to me, so salute to Phil Moreland, also his channel I took it from, but because it was a bigger video. But we're gonna go in. Record executive from the industry, dude over here you're seeing, I don't know his name, but he goes in. He's apparently a dude that matters in the industry. Everybody that your favorite artists from all genre, they know him. Well, he did something that majority of industry record executives don't do. He went off and he got off script and he got off code to save your life, to save your favorite artist's life. He goes in on everything, the hidden truth that some of us like me and you guys know already, but it's refreshing to see someone who's actually in the industry not BS and give you the rundown of the whole damn shilada. You feel me? Before we get started and watch his video, I need y'all to hit that like button, hit that notification bell. Much respect and thank you to y'all for watching I Smoke Hip Hop Live. Love your family, love your kids, stay blessed. Salute to the I Smoke Hip Hop Nation. You dig what I'm saying, y'all? Let's go.
So go against the grain together. They're more afraid of you all together standing up and creating a new culture that's built around family, faith.
I'm going to rewind this for y'all. It's better we go to it from the start if you dig what I'm saying. Hang on right quick as I rewind that. Like, I'm looking at it how he said it, and the dude, he gives his all into it. You got to respect people who will stand for something and not just, you know what I'm saying, the things that are randomly coming out about. And man, I'm not gonna lie, y'all. Hold on, let me try to get this right now. Y'all hang on for me. All right. Now, I was actually looking for it, and to be honest with you, I apologize. I lost it, but let me just put the record executive. But what he basically was saying is what you seen and what you heard. He got over the situation, and he seen what people were doing towards each other. That was his only end game of the whole thing. Now, okay, I found it. It's the Phil Moreland Show. I want y'all to honestly, before I play the video, to like talk in the comment section about this. Let me know how you feel about this man and what he's saying. Don't just laugh something off as a typical rhetoric, another guy just preaching, because this one looks like it's one of them situations where people had enough. And having enough will always be enough. Let's go.
A rapper from Migos died. I just wanted to go ahead and make a video about something I have a unique experience in. So I directed a bunch of rappers, people like Gucci Mane, Snoop Dogg, Lil Yachty, the list goes on and on and on, okay? I learned a lot of things, and I have left the industry largely over my political beliefs, but there is something I want to impart to people to hopefully, make some sort of change happen. So I have a challenge to rappers, and I know some of you still follow me. I know a bunch of the celebrity blogs still follow me from trying to get news from music videos and things like that. So here's the truth. The truth is this: a bunch of young black male rappers keep dying. You know who's not dying? Record executives. The record executives that push for them to continue to make songs and create a culture that is obsessed with death, drugs, and sex. Period. The industry's obsessed with it, but those record executives, they're not dying because they don't push this culture on their own people, but they're encouraging you to push it on yours, and they're paying you handsomely to do it. The reality is, I know a lot of you. A lot of you are good people. You're family guys. You're not the image that you put out there to the world. Why? Why don't you be the example? Stand up. I challenge you. Be the example. Make music about the culture you want to see. Don't just get online today and talk about how, whenever a rapper makes it, his own people take him down. Don't just make those videos. Don't be sad. Don't rest in peace. None of that stuff. Be the change you want to see. Inspire it in your community. Reach out to other rappers and say, we have to stop. We're being used. You've been used for a long time. They create this paradigm to make you believe that you're so important and your celebrity status is worth so much, but in truth, you're a pawn in their game and you always have been. The government has wanted to hold down communities of people in different ways through different methods for a very long time. Their method in the black community has been to use entertainment to create a culture obsessed with death, drugs, sex, and money, so that they could create a false paradigm of what happiness and what success really was. And in doing so, they created a world that also made people more dependent on government, and as a result, gave themselves more power. The record executives that push you to do this, to go and continue to profit off the backs of your work, they're in cahoots with the elite. They're in cahoots with the government. They want you to think you're important, but in truth, you're just doing their dirty work for them, so stop. They've empowered you in ways that are real. You have an audience. You have platforms. You have the ability to make change. So go against the grain together. They're more afraid of you all together standing up and creating a new culture that's built around family, faith, freedom, doing the right thing, valuing life, than they are of anything else. So I challenge you, use your power to do the right things. If you continue to do the same thing you've done, more rappers like this are going to die. How many have to die before you change the culture? And let me tell you something else. There's a reason the record labels pay us more to do rap videos. They don't tell you that, do they? Do they tell you that they pay us more to do your videos? Because they do. They do it because they know it's more dangerous. They do it because they know it's more difficult. And they do it because, frankly, there's a lot of money laundering involved. Those labels wash a bunch of money through. We don't do it, but we know the labels are doing it 100%. Okay, they're then taking the money off the top end, and you see on your royalty check, oh, they spent $150,000 on this video. Did they? Because we didn't see $150,000. Okay, so where did the money go? And to who? Their friend's company? A lot of times that's the case. Same thing with insurance companies. They charge us more to insure your videos. And it's because they know the culture that's been created. They know that the only possibility of a music video being shot up is on a rap video. And that's the truth. So change the culture. You have the power. Your people deserve it. Light of seeing that rap.
Man, he said a whole mouthful, man. Salute to this record executive. I love the powerful words. I mean, I've heard this before, but the problem is other people will hear it and not retain it. It actually goes out the other ear. So it's refreshing for executive to be the one saying it and not some typical conscious brother like Umar Johnson or something like that. You're seeing it from the actual people inside the belly of the beast, and they're letting you know what it is. Look, man, it's been refreshing to talk to y'all. Salute the I Smoke Hip Hop Nation. I'm your host, DJ Bless One. From the bottom of my heart, man, love your kids, love your family, stay blessed, man. I don't have to
Praise the high about some side. So, I mean, do we really need to hear this white executive tell us what's going on? But what the problem for me is why? Why are these brothers allowing this stuff to go on like this? And it seems like they don't have no control, nor do they care. It's not that they don't know the truth. They know the truth. Majority of our people are waking up. They are awakened. Why are we still doing the same things is what I don't get. Why? Why is no one trying to take this opportunity and utilize it to really make some things happen? They see that the country is going to Hades in a handbasket. I mean, it's not hard to see. What is the obsession for staying in Babylon? I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's me. I don't know. But I have some more. Hold on. Yeah. Let's see. Now, now I wanted to talk about a situation that I ran across. Again, I'm gearing this more towards, people who kind of got fame only because they're putting it on their platforms, these disagreements and this and that. But the reason why I'm moving in this direction is just to show the trifleness of our people and how we're going to have to change our thinking, our ways, everything. Because the reason why I wanted to bring this kind of message out is because I know the children of Israel are coming out. I know the Most High told me millions were coming. I know that they're coming. Even though what we're seeing is little spurts here, little spurts there, they're coming. And they're coming to Jordan. But if this can help our people, this can help someone, this is why I want to bring this out. Because maybe if someone, knows someone or sees someone and you can say a word to them, this will help her. It'll save a life. It'll stop somebody from getting destroyed in the wilderness because of foolishness, foolish thinking, trifling behavior, things that we're kind of doing and we think it's okay and we kind of justify it. Like, like with Ray J, with Whitney Houston, like with Puffy, with his shenanigans and Jay-Z. But these are the higher level people, but they're doing it. And so are the lower level people doing it. I'm just making it, because these people are putting things out on their platform. But here's another situation. I don't know, how much you guys watch rap, but y'all know I love rap music. And, so I watch it. I grew up on it, so I still watch it. I watch, the people who, podcasters who present in, I watch different shows. So I came across this brother. He's a battle rapper, right? And his platform is now growing. So he got into a situation, he started small, and because he was a battle rapper, he's known, and he was like one of the top battle rappers. So that's like a kind of an underground thing, battle rap. It's not like major like these rappers, but it's becoming more known now. So he built a name for himself. So, okay, he started a podcast. Now, the podcast is really just talking about, what's going on in the rap industry, So what happened was he brought some guys in that he knew to help him. And they started sharing the podcast with him. But it was his podcast. He started it and, was starting to grow. And he, started to get more ideas. And he brought some friends on. And then it started to grow even more to where now he's almost at 1 million followers. I think he's at 697,000 followers. He's, going to 1 million. So what happened last week is what I want to highlight. And his friends decided to go against him. This is what we do. So I just want to highlight this situation and to talk about how trifling we can be. Israel. We can't blame, the record execs. We can't blame, Esau. We can't blame other people. This is the behavior of our people. We are doing this. Now, I'm gearing toward the men. I'm only have an example of men right now. But our sisters can be just as trifling. But I'm gearing towards the men because women, we follow men. That's what we do. The men set the precedent, they set the stage, and women follow behind it. despite what these brothers are doing, talking about, oh, women this and women that, they don't see the wickedness on themselves. So they don't know who to blame. So the only thing they can blame is women. But it's them. So that's why I'm gearing this towards men, because it is all about the men. And the good, the bad, and the ugly. It's about the men. So I just want y'all to watch this quick video, and then I'll go in further. Hold on.
Oh yeah. My man had to come through and
Okay,
make
this
sure it
is
went
his
through.
intro. This is Chuck No Joke. Hold on.
Life's about
I'm not
some
gonna show the whole video.
unaware what happened, discussing the class.
Stuff going on. Okay, I'm gonna just give you the gist of it.
I don't know what to tell y'all, man. This is disappointing. But am I shocked? Not at all. Good Saturday evening to you all. Everybody out there. Shout out to my moderator, his squad in the building. Shout out to everybody out there that's having a good time. It's just getting cold out here in the dirty.
I'll try to fast forward it. So
definitely getting cold up north. And he created a Wu-Tang Clan jury. Nah, that's still the same nigga for confirmation. Like, yo, what's up? Like, this is true. And don't you had all the girls around the way, girls that like, but I wish you would have just came on and talked to me, man.
I think this is when he's gonna get the guy to come on.
Now you realize that. Now
a sponsor who knows where the sponsor came.
And y'all he come in here, man. Y'all don't come in here being disrespectful, man. Yo, Puff, man, you better call me, man. You giving out 2.7 and Barstool, y'all giving out 100 million. Y'all niggas better call me, man. Goddamn right. This nigga's getting all this money. I'm pocket watching out here. Y'all setting the bar. They setting the bar. Nobody take less than 2.7. If Math Harvard got 2.7, nobody take less than 2.7. He just set the bar. Here go the man. He coming in now, y'all. Brother, you just set the bar. 2.7, nothing less than 2.7.
Cut it out, Joe. Why you up here capping, man? Why you up here capping, son?
Tell us what's going on, brother.
Listen, bottom line, niggas violated their contract. Yes, I did have an exclusivity contract. Yes, I did have extensive conversations with niggas about cutting that shit out. They went and did it behind my back. I had a clause in the contract for my cameraman saying you got to communicate with me because he's a terrible communicator. I'm negotiating situations with different companies and I can't depend on niggas like that. I had to get rid of them. They up there talking about everything else but except the reason why they not on the show. I fired you. You violated your contract. You got sneaky. You niggas went and got a sponsor. Who knows where the sponsor came from? Went and did your own shit. Started interviewing guests. I saw the clips going up. And I said, yo, these new clips? Yeah, that's what I did. Well, all of y'all niggas screwed now. Simple as that. My nigga, if I'm entering a situation where I need niggas to be dependable, I need niggas to be there. I can't deal with a nigga that disappears when he feel like it. You holding my show hostage. Space Ghost was holding my show hostage. I paid this nigga for episodes that he wasn't there. Told a nigga, yo, just train somebody, bro. I'll still pay you for the episodes you don't do. He refused to get a replacement. So anytime he felt like getting ghost, that was his low flex. Now I'm entering a situation where there's millions involved. I'm gonna take that with me? Nah, I'm not doing that. Them niggas talking about everything else except why they not on the show. They can talk about money all you want. I dare these niggas to pull up a receipt. I dare. It's gonna show, oh, Math overpaid y'all. What other podcast niggas is getting $3,500 bonuses for nothing? But they're gonna sit there and talk about, oh, money, it was the money. No, it wasn't. You niggas turned into snakes. I peeped your snake-like movements, and I said, oh, I can't take you niggas to the next level. Peace. Now they heard about a deal. The number they threw out, I don't even know where they got that. I don't even know where they got that number from, son. That shit crazy. Like, and why you even throwing that out there? I'm in a nice spot, but I'm still in the hood. You telling niggas I got 2.7? What is you doing?
Yeah, I feel you on that part. That's like I said, Gilly and them, they're gonna have to move out of Philly and they got 100 million.
Of course. You ain't sticking around like that, bro. Like, come on, niggas is smart. Niggas came from this shit. These niggas, though, they not from none of that shit. So they move wacky and they think internet shit. Yo, these niggas been off the show for 2 months. They've been doing their own thing for 2 months. Nobody noticed. Nobody noticed they was gone. I dropped the Rich Homie Quan joint. I dropped the Joel and Crook joint. I dropped the Derrick Rose joint. Nobody said a word. It ain't in the comments. Where's Essel? Where's Heineken? Where's Space? Nobody's saying that. People are saying shit now because these niggas decided, oh, we not getting the views. Oh, we thought we was lit, but we not getting the views. Damn, how was we getting the views before? Oh, Mav Hoffa. Okay, let's do an hour and 45 minutes slandering this man instead of saying, yo, we did some snake shit at the wrong time. That's everything in a nutshell. Everything in a nutshell. You did some snake shit at the wrong time. Venturing out, I don't got no problems with that.
So them going to do their own thing. They didn't pull your coat to it. They was going to do it.
My nigga, if you watch the show, you hear me at the beginning of every episode like, what's up with your show? Yo, Heineken, what's up with your show? Yo, what's up with your show? Yo, SO, when you doing a men versus women, what's up? I was telling these niggas, yo, listen, create a show. I'm gonna cover the cost and I'm gonna pay you for it. Put it on the channel where all the subs is at. And when the shit is getting crazy numbers, I'm gonna bring you up wherever we get the network deal at. Simple. But everybody want to be the man. Me and Essel had an argument. His ego's out of control. He came back to the shop with a plan. Oh, we gonna juice this nigga and go do our own thing. But then they got wind. Oh, wait. This nigga might be signing a deal. Oh. Yo, let's have a meeting. No. You played yourself. That's that whole hour and 45 minutes. The only thing that's missing out of that is, yo, we violated the contract and he fired us. They're not saying that.
Oh, so they didn't have the right to go do nothing else.
No, they didn't. None of them. At most, because you know, certain niggas got shit going on in their lives. That's like, okay, I know you need the paper. All right, is this other platform paying you? All right, cool. Do that. But that other shit y'all was doing, that.
Okay, I'm just gonna let it play a little while longer so y'all can hear the kicker. There's a kicker. So I just gonna play it a little while long so you can hear it.
Nobody was paying attention to. Stop that shit. I'm gonna create a show for y'all. Y'all do the shit over here, and it'll be easier for me to pull you up. Niggas ain't want to do that. Everybody want to be the man. Niggas ain't had no faith. Now they want to double back and say, oh, we tried to have a meeting. Yeah, you tried to have a meeting after you niggas tried to extort me. You tell me for 100 grand, I get my equipment and all my shit back.
Wait, did y'all hear that? After they try to go get their own show on him, they're gonna call him up and tell him, oh, you could get your equipment back because they took all his equipment for 100 grand.
Wow. Damn.
But in that hour and 45 minutes, you don't hear none of that. You don't hear, yeah, Math overpaid us. Math gave us bonuses. Math paid for trips. Math covered everything. Matter of fact, Math cleans up the shop. He opens the shop. He cleans the shop. He goes to get the cups, the ice, the alcohol, everything, while we sit in the chairs waiting to just talk.
Okay, so I'll just leave it at that. But y'all get the gist of it. He's, he has an upcoming show. He brought his friends on. This thing started getting even better, and they decide to just, go against him, get their own show, and try to, take money from him, Meanwhile, he had to kind of beg and scratch for these people to just act right. And the reason why I want to bring up this trifling behavior is because I see this in the Hebrew Israelite community too. Like people, even though they're waking up to the truth, they the same people. So what we're getting this is why 2/3 will be cut off in the wilderness, because our people cannot get it right, get themselves together. So with us waking up to the truth, hold on, let me take this off. With us waking up to the truth now, it's the same old stuff, the same trifling behavior. Our people are coming out of Babylon, waking up to the truth, but it ain't in them. So we have to work on that part. So I wanted to bring this up because this is what's going on. So I took the long road by showing you the Hebrew Israelites, all the rappers, the singers. Everybody knows we're waking up. Everybody knows that I took you to Whitney Houston and Ray J and down this road. Also, there was Joe Buttons. I don't know how many of you know Joe Buttons. He's also a rapper turned podcaster, has a big hit show, And he too brought his two friends along on the show, and they did the same thing with this guy. They did the same thing to Joe Buttons, but his friends end up getting like $1 million deal after they left him. They didn't like something that he did or whatever. They end up going against him, and then they left him. They started their own podcast, and then they got picked up for $1 million deal. So these guys that we just saw, I guess they was kind of hoping that they the same thing could happen to them. Trifling behavior. I mean, our people is so wrong. It's so wrong, y'all, for us to be behaving this way and thinking it's okay, justifying wicked behavior, thinking that it's okay. They will find a reason why they want to do what they want to do. They'll come up with something in their mind and think it's okay, and they think it and it sounds good in their head, and then they begin to play this wickedness out. And all the while, you're the bad person. They'll make the other person the bad person. They did this, the reason and justifying the reason that they want to be wicked and do wickedness. This is what Israel is doing. And as people start to come out of Babylon, this is the wickedness that you see. And it doesn't stop because people doesn't put it in their mind that it's wicked. They think that they're operating okay. It's not okay. It's wicked. And we have to stop doing that. It's the thinking, the process, how you processing the information, how you putting things together is wicked. And we have to see it for what it is so that we can see ourselves. Like when you see the video of Ray J doing the press conference, in his mind, he's thinking he's okay. He's thinking he's justified, looking at his nose. I mean, you can see that it's wicked, that he ain't right. But in his mind, he thinks he's doing something good. He's thinking he's getting away with it. He's thinking that he's fooling people, is the thing. But it's just on a large scale of what people are doing every day. It's wicked, y'all. And we have to get this stuff under control and show it for what it is, because it kills me. Like, let me tell you. Now, I just showed you these clips of the wickedness, right? The trifling behavior. Everybody can, justify all that. But as soon as you say something like it's infiltration, that you need to come out of Babylon, now everybody's so asleep. They just can't believe that we're being infiltrated, and they just cannot believe that we need to get up out of Babylon. They just cannot believe. But you from the hood, you doing all kind of gritty, grimy crap. But yet, when it comes to infiltration and causing you to make a move and get up out of Babylon, oh, you just can't fathom that. Oh, you just cannot believe. It's amazing. The wickedness on our people. Like, people want to just put stuff in their mind and they'll stick to that part, but they'll leave this part out. They'll have this and they'll believe that, but they just cannot believe this part of it. I mean, and these are people from the hood, the ghetto. Like, they done seen every atrocity in the world. You done been through everything. You've seen everything the Most High said was going to happen to us, and curse-wise, you've been through it. But yet you just cannot believe that there's infiltration in our community and that you need to get out of Babylon. You just cannot figure that out. I don't get people. But yet they can scan you and slick talk you, fast talk you, do all kinds of stuff. But they know nothing about infiltration. Like, that's, the buck stops here. That cannot be. Unbelievable. So I just wanted to kind of bring that out and give y'all kind of examples of the wickedness. Like, and look, there's more. There's even more. Because it's an ongoing thing with our people. The delusion is at a very high level. What people choose to believe, what they choose to see, what they choose to, want to react to, is a whole different thing, and we have to stop lying to ourselves. We have to stop lying. And I'm bringing this out for the men, because they're the men. They need to see this. They need to see themselves. They need to see how wicked this thing looks. Not only to the women, like, we see the wickedness and we just like, we don't understand how come y'all don't realize that this is wicked, what y'all are doing, how y'all perpetrating in Babylon and just trying to act like y'all don't know what's going on. Yet you so slick and you so street and gutter and everything else, but you don't see that there's infiltration. It don't add up. Now, I'm showing you these people. I'm showing you videos of how grimy our people are. They did like this to each other. Okay? Just is example after example after example of how trifling we can be to each other. How trifling. Stuff goes on every day in our neighborhoods, not just on YouTube. I'm just showing you YouTubers and higher profile people, but it's happening at the lower level too. The triflingness, the thinking is trifling. The how you come to a conclusion is trifling. But you don't see that and you don't think that because you in your mind, you're righteous and holy. In your mind, you woke up to this truth and you're trying to serve the Most High. But the things that you're doing, how you're going about doing stuff, the reasoning of why you're doing it, it's trifling. And this is the behavior that's going to get 2/3 cut off here in this wilderness. And I mean, I hope y'all can grasp, what I'm saying. Not trying to belittle anybody, not trying to put our people down, not trying to talk against the men, not doing any of that, just trying to put it on the table. Brothers and sisters, we got to change. This thing has got to change. It has to stop. We have to be better. Like, we got to realize this is not going to cut it. Not when we're saying, oh, praise AHAYAH. He's a righteous power. He's a holy power. He's not taking this foolishness from us. I mean, bad enough that we can't even get out of Babylon. Like, we can't even get out of Babylon, y'all. It's like we're in the wilderness for 40 years going around and around just to get out of Babylon. This, just like in the days of Moses, the trip would have took 3 days, but they were in the wilderness for 40 years, going around and said Aqaba, back up to Petra, Aqaba, back, And once you've been here, you understand that part. But it's just a circle. The same thing is going on now in Babylon. A situation that could have taken us a month to get out, get things together, pack up, get the people in order, It's taken 20 years. We only did half. We did like half of what Moses did in the wilderness already, just in Babylon, trying to figure it out, how to come out. It could have took a month for us to get out of Babylon and start the situation in another location and start to build our community. A month, 2 months, 20 years, brothers and sisters. And I'm exaggerating a little bit, 20 years. I've been out for like 14, going on 15, short 5, but I'm just saying. Foolishness. And why? Is because we are just in a state. And I know we're just waking up. But some of y'all been woke up for a while. Okay. Everybody ain't just waking up. I can understand when you just wake up the first year. But after 1 year, and you got this truth, and and you in these books, and you starting to study, there's no more excuses. What is the problem? You can't blame everybody. Okay, hold on. There's more. Yeah, because now, okay, let me see where I'm at. I just want to show more, just giving you more of, watching these people go through these processing this information.
Gentlemen, like
Spacegoes left my platform, put the keys down, and went to yours.
Let me just give you the synopsis. Okay, so now another same hip hop show, the same brother. This is his actual show. Now he's kind of talking about the situation to these two guys. The first one, his name is Joe Buttons, and that's the one I said it happened to him. The same thing. He has a famous podcast. He let his friends come on and help him out. They end up going against him and starting their own podcast. So they just kind of like talking about the situation. But I just want you to hear the conversation because, you determine for yourself. I just wanted to put it out there. Hold on.
I gave you his number. I put you on to him. I spoke to you privately.
Right.
I say he's a good guy. I said that he's a guy that you need to holler at. You asked.
Okay, I just need to say that they're talking about the cameraman. He introduced this guy with the colorful jacket, introduced Math Hoffa, the host of the show, to this camera guy. Now, granted, the camera guy is the one who's extorting him, saying he's not going to get his equipment back unless he give him $100,000. Like, okay. So this guy here is the one who introduced him to the guy, right? So listen.
Room. Same night you met Jenna on the phone, you did your thing.
Yeah.
And you said, yo, people been talking.
Shout out to Jen Hoffa.
I said, yo, listen, there's a guy that does my production. I can't help you, I don't have the time, but he can.
Right.
He put the keys down. I thought he set it up. After you miraculously called him and set up this.
Right.
He put the keys down, I got my text, and he said that, because I was talking to him about changing the color. I said, yo, we got 2 different cameras. We're using a Canon, and we're using a Lumix. You gotta match the color. Yeah. At the time, it was on some broke shit. 2019.
Oh my God.
Yeah, watch your mouth. So we did that, and then he left.
He left.
Put the keys down. Then I found out that he was on here.
Now, for the record, you never paid this man.
No.
Okay.
Paid him. I never paid him.
I paid this man from day one.
I heard. Because I told
Before
you
I was making money, he was getting paid.
Wait, so you ain't paid the man and you was complaining about the cameras?
Well, I didn't have it to pay him.
But you can't complain about the cameras if you ain't
Of course I can't, because it's all my cameras. It's a production.
You better start. Y'all gotta start paying people.
Hold on. I pay people. I pay people. Hold on,
Joe.
I'm not
Hold
like
on,
y'all.
Wait. No, I'm definitely not like y'all.
No, you're not like me.
I'm definitely
You're not like me.
y'all.
Here's the problem.
I'm definitely not like
problem.
y'all.
My rent on, and I got the screenshots, and I brought it here today for you.
Right.
My rent on Thompson was $3,090 a month.
Right.
Plus the internet, let's say $3,300 a month.
You didn't have that Wi-Fi.
Pardon me.
He didn't have that.
I didn't have it.
Yeah.
When Space Ghost left, that month I made $2,400. So at the same time, I'm short about $700. What am I paying? So we have to pay the rent. What am I paying him with?
But he saw that and he reacted.
He saw that he was in there, because that's what he was in there, and he saw it and reacted. But when I looked at it and I brought it here today with me to show, like, he saw I had a new car, but he don't know that I'm gonna keep it real. At the time, the dealership in Brooklyn gave me the car for promotion. But he said, I saw you had a new car. The money went up with the $2,400. The rent is $3,090. I'm still short. He stopped paying along with me, and we all was paying. That's how I started. G Money stopped paying 2 years prior, and he stopped paying a year prior. So it was all on me.
Right.
That means skits, Patreon, and that. But what am I? And Maestro's gave us $500. On top of the 24,
$500 or $5,000.
Maestro's gave us $500 a month to promote the bid.
I thought it was $5,000.
No. He gave me $5,000 for something separate. That had nothing to do with that.
What was that?
That's my skits. What we not talking about my skits?
No, it wasn't the skits. What was the $5,000 for?
Skits to do something at the what is it? PA.
Tell the truth, yo.
It's the fact. I got $500 a month. I got $5,000 from them, but not for that. I'm not you. Listen, I'm like you niggas.
Wait, I'm gonna jump in.
Hold on. Let me finish, nigga. Let me finish. I'm not using my skit. I don't give a fuck. Right. I'm not using my skit money to pay nobody. I work hard, nigga. I'm out here jumping off roofs and hurting myself. I'm not using my skit money. So how I did it in my mind, I'm like, so that's selfish. That's the selfish part of this. I am selfish for that because he did know that I was getting skit money. He didn't know Hot 97 was paying me $3,000. He didn't know that's true. Because I had him film for me, so he knew my checks.
Why are your rates up everywhere except for there? You
But
get 5,000 here, 3,000 here, 4,000 here, and 500 over here a month. What type of shit? Yo, come on, yo, tell the truth.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you the truth. Maestros, they came to me in the beginning, and we worked out a deal for $500 a month. And at that time,
how'd you work that deal out?
What do you mean? I spoke about it. We like you. We like you, Queens Flip, and we support you.
Right.
And we want you to promote the Maestro.
So that's when you were supposed to. I'm getting 5,000 over here and 3,000.
Yeah, but that's how I felt.
But that's Maestro's Pizza, right?
No, Maestro's Beard.
Oh, the beard. Okay, all right.
And you still promoting them niggas.
I am.
Damn.
Because they don't give me more money now, nigga. I'm from Queens. Right. But at the same time, even if with the 500, I didn't make the 3,000, and he stopped paying. So there was nothing. I saw people in the comments still pay him. There was nothing for me to pay him.
Right.
And I wasn't. This might be selfish. And y'all can say that, Flip, because Space even told me, Flip, you could give me 200, me and G Money. He's right, I could have. But I felt like I'm not paying nobody I'm hurting myself. I'm not paying nobody from the skit. Nobody helped me with ideas. Nobody sent me to the hospital. He did record my skits. I could have paid him for that. He did do that, but I thought that the difference about that nigga is that these artists and niggas not coming for they're not coming for cameramen. No disrespect. They're not coming for y'all niggas. Now shout out to y'all. Y'all cool.
Yeah, no. Shout out.
But they're not coming. No. Let me say they're not coming. They know they came to the show because Queens flipped. They came to the show because I'm fighting Ebro. They came to the show because I'm on Tosh.0. They came to the show because I got 1 billion views. They're not coming because of a nigga I gave a name to. I gave him that name, Space Ghost. I named him. Wow. They're not coming. So it's an honor. He did great work. Yeah. I wish I could have paid him, and I gave him $1,000 later on.
It don't sound like he did great work. I mean, the way you're talking.
No,
he did firework.
Apparently he did.
He did ill work, nigga.
And I can attest to that. Space Ghost does the
firework.
But if he did great work, then why not speak about it like he did great?
No, he don't want to speak to nobody. He's not that person.
But I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about you. If he did great work, then why not just speak like he did great work?
But here's
at one
the thing,
point?
Joe. He led him to somebody that was going to pay him from day one.
He should have paid him.
He didn't pay him.
Let me stop for they comment.
But
I paid him.
But how can I pay him? I didn't have it. You should have paid him.
Nigga, you had it. Stop it, yo.
Let's just talk about it.
Honestly, I feel like you traumatized him to the point where he feel like he had to pull extortion tactics with me.
Why y'all blaming me?
No, it just started with you.
It did start with me, man.
Because he got on the phone with Jenny. He said, I'm going through it again. But he wasn't really going through it again because he never spoke to me about anything.
He didn't speak to me neither. My mother had.
I wouldn't have spoke to you neither.
Exactly. Now hold on, and I respect that.
I wouldn't have spoke to you.
I respect the honesty.
You got a new car. You getting $5,000 from over here.
No, 500. But I am getting paid 3, 4, 5,000.
That's what I'm saying.
From Warner Brothers. You right? That he knows about that.
I never got a phone
But
call.
why I gotta pay for my skit money? Why? I gotta take it my face. Why I gotta pay? I want to take from.
You gotta pay, son. Like.
We came in as partners.
All right.
We came in.
You were splitting it up 3 ways, right?
We all was paying the bill together at first. All 3 of us was paying a monthly together.
Right.
G Money stopped 2 years prior. I can't do this because they said, let's get a regular place. I wanted to go to Manhattan. Flip, you making these big decisions. You got to pay it. Cool. Space Ghost kept holding me down. It was us as partners.
Right.
He came and said, I can't do it no more. So I had to figure it out. That's what it was. He said, I can't do it. I'm not going to keep going half. I got my situation. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna still hold you down.
But you figured it out.
I still had to make it work.
And you still have, you know what I mean? You still experienced success after this.
Of course I did.
Okay. But he came over here.
He did.
And because of you, I made sure he was paid before I was paid.
But we had a conversation. You did.
Right.
Yes.
And here we are.
There you go. He judging me based off because he know the shit we come from. Right. You can't do that.
I'm judging.
You can't do that, Joe.
I'm here to judge. How are you judging me? How you judging me?
Oh man!
Because
all right, come on.
I could blame you for this whole shit.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can. Because niggas think there's a Rory and Mal route. Well, because of you, they think that. Oh, we could come on the show, we could be there, and then we could bounce and act like the business was bad, and then get our own situation. This is what these niggas thought they could do. This is the plan that they had in their minds from the first time they sat in these seats. Yo, we're gonna come here, we're gonna stay here, this shit is gonna grow, and because it's growing anyway, it's popping anyway, it's doing better numbers than our platform. We're gonna sit here, we're gonna get some views, and then we're gonna break out and do our own thing, and then we're gonna say, oh, he did bad business, and we're gonna get a situation like Roy and Mal did.
I'm here for you, brother. I'm here to listen. I know you.
I just need a hug. Somebody
It's hot for trapper turn smack rapper. Only smack rapper that you know is.
Okay, so I just wanted to bring those points out. So you kind of heard the story, but you can see the reasoning, what people are thinking, what they're doing. Guys, I mean, and I know we're all not like that, but guys, the majority of us are thinking along these ways and along these lines. And, you know, we really have to come to grips on these type of things. The trifling behavior of our people and us as a people. We've learned the way of the heathen in our thought process, in us doing business, how we do things. And it's not of the Most High. And we have to kind of really, purge from these kind of things. It's not going to be good, for us. Because now we, talking about building our kingdom, talking about building our nation, waiting on Yashaya, our Savior, and we doing these kind of business practices. We think, in these kind of ways. So I just thought it was, a needed dialogue that we can kind of put forth. Because, I deal with a lot of people. I have the opportunity to meet a lot of Hebrew Israelites, and we talk about things. I had, not getting into a whole lot of situations with people, but these are the kind of things that I kind of see and kind of get, and it's scary. It's like, how are we gonna, come together when we can't even, we can't even be true to ourselves? How are you going to be true and honest to somebody else, and have a partner in business or anything when you're not even truthful to your own self? And then you think people don't see you. So, I just wanted to kind of put that out there. Now, I do have more, and maybe we can, I can, bring this out in like a series of, things, not every week, but it always ends up becoming a topic of conversation, because you're hearing about these deaths every day, every other day. There's a black man or black woman being, struck down and killed by the hands of another black person. This dysfunctional behavior, and I know it stems from the curses. And part of the whole thought pattern was because, okay, we got to wake our people up so they can come back to the laws and statutes and commandments. But a lot of people woke. They know. And they still acting like this. They still, carrying on with the trifling behavior. They still won't come back fully to the Most High. They still hot and cold kind of thing. Don't want to commit themselves fully to the Most High. Still struggling with the name, still struggling with the holy day. Don't want to believe, the book of Enoch gave just over and over and over again, these same issues. People ain't getting it right. But they waking up, because listen, the Most High time ain't waiting for nobody. These prophecies ain't waiting. Christ is coming, whether you're ready or you're not. And that's where the 2/3 are going to come in. So that's why I wanted to talk about it, because it's going to happen whether we're ready or not. A lot of people, just waking up and they thinking they got time, but it ain't waiting for them. Because a lot of people are waking up late because where they are in the spirit with AHAYAH. So his mercy is amazing. And the fact that we're even waking up in our sinfulness, we still waking up, but we don't have time to really get ourselves together, because Christ is coming, y'all. And he's not waiting for no one. And everybody like, oh, I need to do this. Oh, I need this, and I need to do this, and I do that. But AHAYAH is not waiting. He has waited. His mercy has been, long suffering for the children of Israel. But we're running out of time. So not only do you got to figure out how you got to get out of Babylon and, survive, you have to figure out how you're going to get yourself together. And a lot of these brothers don't like to hear that. A lot of these brothers don't want to hear it. Oh, it's division. When you start talking about brothers and what they need to do, oh, it's division, and I'm tired of hearing all this, and the men against the women and the women against the, and Esau and infiltration. They don't want to hear nothing. They just want you to play the violins, skip and jump through the breeze, and let your breeze run through your afro, it's like they don't want to hear nothing negative, nothing, speak good things. Play the violin, play the harp. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Yes, Sister Shoshana, not willing to submit. Yet you don't want to hear about the destruction that the Most High is going to bring on the children of Israel because of the lack of really wanting to submit yourself to him. You don't want to hear about that judgment. But he always sends somebody to tell you that judgment is coming. He always going to send somebody. So whether you want to hear it or not, he's going to send somebody to speak about what's coming to you if you don't do this and if you don't do that. Just like in Deuteronomy 28, our forefathers did not read the fine print that says you must worship me. AHAYAH said you must worship me. And if you worship me, all of these things, good things will happen to you. But if you don't, all this stuff, and it was much more. The first Deuteronomy 28, the first 15 verses is the good stuff. Then it goes all the way down to 68 with negative stuff about what was going to happen to us, and it sure happened to us. And our forefathers didn't read between the lines. They didn't read the fine print. But brothers and sisters, y'all got a chance. Y'all better read the fine print with the Most High. Because all this trifling behavior we got going on that we've learned in Babylon, our reasoning and how we, the thought process, how we come to our conclusions and all that stuff, it's not of AHAYAH. It's learned wicked behavior. And the majority of Israelites is operating just like I showed you in these videos. This is how we act. This is us. There's just a few, people, but it's the majority, how we think, how we act, how we do things, how we process the same thing. And it's just a rerun, concurring rerun of the different scenarios of how this thing is playing out. We have to get ourselves together, brothers and sisters. So that was the point for the video, the Triflin Negro. It's just on how how we're going to build this kingdom. How can two walk together if they don't agree is the bottom line. How are we going to pull this thing off, y'all? And do you notice with the Most High how he does things? People are always looking for a miraculous outcome. Everybody just thinking, oh, the Most High, he got me. That's how everybody think. Yeah, I hear it all the time. Oh, the Most High got me. He gonna let me. But the fact of the matter is, the truth of the matter is AHAYAH is letting it play out. And those who don't cut the mustard don't make it. It's on us, brothers and sisters. So all that, oh, AHAYAH got me, the Most High got me. It sounds good, but the Most High is letting it play out. He's letting you choose. He's letting you, your choices, everything is going to determine whether we make it into that kingdom or not. How we do, what choices will you make? Getting out of to get out of Babylon, what choices would you make? To get into the borders, what choices will you make? To maintain it here in the borders, what choices will you make? Going down to the wilderness, what choices will you make? Maintaining in the wilderness, what choices will you make? The coming of Yashaya, breaking the atmosphere, what choices will you make? It's all on us and what choices we make. So I hope you guys, can see what I'm trying to hint at, and where I'm going with this. And it's really, really deep because, majority of us, we lean on our own understanding most of the time, and we think what we're doing is right, and we think that we're righteous, now that we woke up to the truth. But really, we must examine ourselves. We must examine ourselves and pray and fast and all the other good stuff that is required for us to, to come to the right conclusion. We must be thinking like AHAYAH think, like Yashaya thinks. And it's not easy to think, so holy and righteous when we're such a wicked people. It's hard to come to righteous conclusions. How are you going to come to righteous conclusions when you're wicked? Okay. So I just want to give some food for thought, brothers and sisters. I pray, you receive this information in love and, a way just to think possibly, about the things that we're doing individually and how we do things, and is it pleasing in the sight of the Most High? Because we all think we're all good, But I know, and these people in these videos that I showed you, they think they're good too. Everybody thinks they're good. So I give all glory and praise to AHAYAH, AHAYAH, Bahashim Shaya, Wa Kwadash, Wawak. And I'm going to say Shalom. I pray you, enjoy your Shabbat. If anybody want to, say anything, y'all are welcome. But I don't think nobody got nothing to say. Oh, you're welcome, Sister Shoshana. But I thank you all for joining me. And, we're going to continue these kind of videos, but we'll do some other stuff, some prep videos and stuff coming out. But bless you, Sister Shoshana. Bless you, Sister Chandel. Miss you so much. Can't wait for you. I pray you're making it out. You're coming back out. Bless you, Sister Gracie. Africa bound. Praise AHAYAH. Shemazara, sister. I see you soon. Bless you. Let's see. Sister Michelle. Praise AHAYAH for you. Bless you. Sister Tammy Walker. Praise AHAYAH. Let's see who else. I hope I didn't miss anybody. I had a new guest. Brother Delmar Brown. Praise AHAYAH. I look forward to talking to you some more behind the scenes. Praise AHAYAH for you. Thank you for coming out. Y'all don't forget to hit the like button and to subscribe and share the channel so we could get some more going. Get people some information about getting out of Babylon. And so I know I didn't say it much today, but I always say it. That's the spiel. Come out of her, my people, as in Revelation 18:4. We are to leave America. It's time to come out. The awakening is happening right before our eyes. Jordan is the safe place. It's within the Most High's borders. There's only one safe place, and it behooves you to get within the borders, because he said that he will protect those who are found within his borders. That's scripture. Praise AHAYAH Bahashim Yashaya. And I went over that. And so have some of the brothers. If you look at some of the previous videos, the Nappy Hair Chronicles, a brother went in depth. Brother AHAYAH, Babakaya, that's what I missed. Shalom, Babakaya. I saw a message in here from you. Good to see you. And hopefully you'll be coming back on soon and give us some of that stuff. And Brother Babakaya, you have a channel. You have to promote your channel, Your brothers and sisters can even come up and promote your channels and stuff. Nobody ain't coming up and ain't come visit me today. But bless you all. It's good to see you. I'm glad you're here. And yeah, Brother Babakaya, I didn't forget you. Miss you, Brother Babakaya. And yeah, let us know about your channel, brother. He gave some awesome scriptures, about coming out of Babylon and America's Babylon and why we need to leave. It was amazing. And so, look for that. Maybe I'll put it in the description box, but guys, I'll be forgetting to do that. But I'll try to remember. And Baba Kaya, come back on and give us some of those scriptures so that you can also promote your channel as well, because he be teaching and stuff on his channel. So let's see. And B Barack music on my channel. Okay, you got some music? If you want to share some music, we'll play it here. But we call on AHAYAH, AHAYAH, Bahashim Yashaya. I am that I am. So this is his channel, AHAYAH's channel. So he gets the glory, he gets all the praise, and that's the music, everything focused on that. But if you have some AHAYAH worship and music, definitely, please, and you can send me an email. I have a banner. Hold on, let me try and promote these banners. Hold on. I don't have nothing. Oh, here you go. Yeah, it has the this is my banner. You can put itojatravel at yahoo.com. I mean, and that's my the basic channel, but I have info at itojatravel.com. Okay, that you can also like hit me up on. But it's easy. Itojatravel at yahoo.com. Okay. Also, I got this. I never used this. Are you ready to leave Babylon? Are you preparing, brothers and sisters? Are you preparing to come out of Babylon? What are you waiting for? I know that it takes a lot. Excuse me. A lot of preparation. First in your mind, to prepare and to come out. But for me, guys, I didn't have that option. I had to bounce. The Most High was putting it heavy on my spirit. I had to leave when I left. So, it's nice to see that people, could really, process this information and work on implementing, a plan on how they're going to, come out and this and that. And I just really want to thank people, who have, helped me and, supported me in any way. I really appreciate, my sisters in Yashaya, Sister Chandel, Sister Lawanda. I haven't seen, where's Sister Lawanda? I haven't seen her. But I pray she's okay. We put our prayers out to Sister Lawanda. Praise the AHAYAH Yashaya, because I haven't talked to her in about a week. Usually, we kind of talk and stuff like that. But we're going to pray for our sister, and hopefully she'll come up next week. Sister Chandel, it's always a pleasure to see you. Sister Mayana, my sisters in Yashaya, who are, making an effort to, get out of Babylon so that we can start to come together, and the 5 Wise Virgin Committee, and, putting things in order. And, I've been kind of like needing a little break myself. So, but I have been taking care of things, but just taking care of things that I wasn't able to take care of, so, you got to give time like to yourself and to things that needs to be done so that you can see the process. But so next week, I want to talk about, hopefully next week, it will be a homesteading, talking about homesteading. So, and those of you who have any information on that, please be welcome on preparation. I know Sister Shemazara was saying that she has books on plants and, healing plants and things like that. So I want to get into stuff like that and start talking about preparation and how to prep, and what we're doing. Because I'm up here in Amman, things are a little different. It's not like I'm in Kadesh, and I'm able to like be planting and things like that. I'm not able to do those things as of yet, but I can start the process up here. Like I have a plant. Yeah, I have to show you my plant. Oh my gosh. I'll show y'all next week. I have to get a bigger, the thing is growing so much. It's an aloe vera. And, so I'm starting the plant. I wanted to do my green thumb, little by little, because I'm not a big plant person. And although I have tried and I put some plants in the wilderness, which is great, where we got a little gardens, but because I'm not there, I'm not really, in the process. But once we get out there and for a significantly, large amount of time, I could really, set up and do things. But I end up coming back up here. So what I'm going to start also doing is having little pots, like a little lemon pot, and end up, making trees. But I have to start because, we got to start. You see, a lot is going on. And what I'll also do maybe next week or the week after that, like some current events or what's going on in the world, so that, brothers and sisters can know that time is short because a lot is going on. I mean, let alone with these little wars and rumors of wars, and time is ticking and a lot of little things is happening. Food shortages off the shelves. And that's why I'm, back at the prepping mode, I took a break, and it was really because of the situation with the jab and all that stuff. But now it's time, to consider and keep going. We don't know what this winter holds. And so, be prayed up, guys, and be preparing. Don't forget whatever it is that you're doing. Don't forget to do it. Oh, what did I do? Okay, so I'm going off of this. And I just want to give all glory and praise to AHAYAH, AHAYAH, Bahashim Yashaya, Wa Kwadash Wa. I pray you have a blessed Sabbath, brothers and sisters. And it's so good to see you all. Okay? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'm going to say shalom. Bless you all. And I'll talk to you soon. I will be definitely putting up some videos also for a beautiful day in Jordan. Okay? Shalom, guys. Let's see what we're going to do. Hold on.
Praise AHAYAH, Yashaya, itojatravel. He loves me, AHAYAH. He blessed me, forgave me of my sins. This truth is so special, tastes like honey, so sweet. He loves me, Yashaya. He saved me, redeemed me with His love. So special, this relationship. Nobody loves me like both of them. By the day, 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 by the day. I used to hide behind the makeup and a whole lot of heroin, but then I found that I was Jacob. AHAYAH told me he loved me. I didn't fit inside the box no more. The system could not contain me. The chains broke and fell to the floor. AHAYAH told me he loved me and changed my life. Yeah, changed my life. Oh yeah, he loves me. AHAYAH, He freed me, broken all the bonds. I'm no longer a cursed thing. Now I know, what love is all about. I can tell you what it is when love is all I know I've sinned so much in my life. I have the nerve to even come before you. But if there's grace in your eyes for your servant, then I pray you hear my cries. I repent of all my sins, AHAYAH. I'm not worthy to speak your holy name, but I'm begging you, don't leave me here. Please take away my shame. I wanna be worthy. I wanna be worthy. I wanna be worthy. walk in your holy kingdom. I wanna worship at your holy feet. I wanna sing and praise amongst the angels. I'll obey every word you speak. I know it's not by my words. You're so holy, we're like filthy rags to you. But you said to ask to be found worthy. So higher, I'm asking now. I wanna be worthy. I wanna be worthy. Please make me worthy, oh, of you. See, I'm down on my knees, higher. I'm begging you, please. Please make me worthy, oh, of you. You said you washed the filth off the daughters of Zion. Purify me, make me whole. Cleanse me, cleanse my mind. I wanna walk with you. I wanna talk with you, Abba. I wanna sing with you. Ooh, yeah. Make me worthy. I gotta be worthy. AHAYAH. Do 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 I wanna be the kind of girl that AHAYAH likes. I wanna be the kind of woman that Yashaya wives. I wanna be the kind of sister that Solomon's mother taught him to love. Proverbs 31, righteous daughter of Zion. I wanna be the kind of girl that AHAYAH likes. I wanna be the kind of woman that Yashaya wives. I wanna be the kind of sister that Solomon's mother taught him to love. Proverbs 31, Proverbs 31, y'all. Proverbs 31, righteous daughter of Zion. Proverbs 31, Proverbs 31, Proverbs 31. I wanna be Proverbs 31, Proverbs 31. I wanna be I wanna wanna be a Proverbs 31. I think I better tell him. I think I better tell him. I think I better tell him. Keep his commandments. Oh yeah, and it's the same power to sit down his soul, to clean up his mess. I think I need to tell you he's a jealous God. And don't go calling him somebody else's name. He's a jealous God. Now picture this, you're sitting at home with your spouse, and everything is everything. Then he or she turns around and out of their mouth, they call you by somebody else's name. Now get it back, it's getting serious. I hate to be the fly